waves crash on the beach of an endless sea. In them you hear a voice, a beckoning lure you have heard so many times before. It is the song of the horizon. She calls to you. She sings of endless wonders and untold horrors, of golden promises and dire warnings, and you know her song. It has always been there. Listen, can you hear it? The wind is in your favor, the tide is rising, the sea is yours for the taking, and your ship awaits. Fair winds and following seas, brave mariner. May fortune find you when the horizon calls.
Ahoy, everybody, and welcome to Horizon's Call. Welcome back. We've taken a week off. This is some soft nonsense music. Let's get something a little more epic going on here, and maybe just something a little more nautical. Why not? Hi, everybody. I'm Derek Sword. I use he/him pronouns. I'm so excited to be back. If not a little frazzled, because it feels like I haven't done this for a year, even though it's been like a week or two. What is time? I'm joined, as always, by these very lovely people who I'm going to have introduce themselves, say a little bit more about themselves, their characters. We'll do a little recap and jump into it. Before all of that, I do want to say that if you would like to show a little financial appreciation, it's always very much appreciated back. You can do so through pally.gg. Tipping there is always very much appreciated, and anything you tip can actually impact our game. So if you check out pally.gg, everything that you are able to, generous and willing and able, all those things combined to tip, all goes directly to our cast and crew, gets evenly distributed, and like I said, can impact our game with crits, advantages. I'm sorry if I'm distracted. There's a spider dangling from my camera right now, so it's very little. I'm gonna rehouse them real quick here. Let's go this way, and that's your new home. Okay, and we're back. Okay. So let's go ahead and go around, have those other people say a little bit about themselves, and then we'll jump into stuff. So, Mare, if you don't mind starting us out.
Hey, hi, my name is Mare. I use they, she pronouns, sometimes she, they. I don't know. Feeling a little more femme recently. I am playing your amazing Acacia who uses she, her pronouns, your soul knife, rogue, star, druid, centaur in a nautical setting who really just wants to be out of this dungeon from hell.
That's fair. We're almost there. So close. So very close. Next up, Eva.
Hi, hello. I am Eva Serrate. My pronouns are she, her, and today I am playing Weenie, whose pronouns are also she, her. I apologize in advance. I moved my camera, and I'm still very confused as to where it is sometimes. But that's me. Weenie is much smarter. She has the keen mind feat and remembers everything, and she's also a sea elf. Little bit of a bard, but an alchemist.
Little bitty bard. Absolutely.
Little bitty bard.
Bitty bard. Next up, Mikyl.
Hi, fam. I'm Mikyl, he, him pronouns, and I am playing Proximus, Triton, Shadow Sorcerer, Paladin of the Homebrew, Horizons Call, Oath of the Guardian.
Absolutely. And Mikyl is also the amazing person who does our incredible artwork. Special thank you to him as always. Please check out his stuff on Instagram. It's Mikyl, not Milky, Mikyl. Sand oval, as I've been instructed to say. So put an at in front of that, you'll get where you need to go. Last but not least, Kaila.
Hi, hello. My name is Kaila. I use she, her pronouns. I play our Siren Storm Sorcerer Scarlet Shores, who also uses she, her pronouns. I've gotten really good at that.
That's good. Yeah.
It's like I've been doing this for a while.
Tickled my brain really well.
I happily provide brain tickles.
Yeah.
That's it. Winnie's respecking.
When he's like, mastermind rogue, brain tickle rogue. Yes. I do want to say that if you do like the stuff that we do here at Sword and Key, you can check out all of our stuff at beacons.ai/Sword and Key. Just to toss some stuff out at the top, which I typically don't do, but I'm going to start doing a little bit more. Check out some of our discount codes, like we have for Eldritch Foundry. If you're looking to custom minis, you can use code Sword and Key for 10% off your first purchase. Greenleaf Geek Dice, which makes dice and TTRPG accessories and resin art. code Sword and Key for 10% off your purchase there. And also a newer one, you can use code EVA, EVA, all caps, for 10% off at Wishbone Cosmetics. Wishbone Cosmetics is a UK-based queer-owned cosmetics company that makes cruelty-free and vegan products for all walks of life. A lot of their makeup is featured, or what should I say, themed to like fantasy and dark romance and horror and different like pop culture genres. So there's some pretty cool stuff out there. Give it a check out. And should you check out with them, use code EVA for 10% off. We also have a number of charity campaigns that are ongoing. You can donate to those at any time. There are no current impacts for our game, but it's just a good thing to do should you have the want and ability to donate. So you can currently donate to through our beacons as well. Canine Companions for Independence. You'll actually be donating to my mom's specific fundraising page, but it does go towards a very great cause overall. And we just got our 11th puppy, Yasmin. So we'll post some more pictures of her here soon.
She is baby.
She's very cute. You can also donate to Conservation International. You can also donate to Living Arts, and finally Palestine Children's Relief Fund. So check out any or all of those for some great causes if you are looking to get some tax deductions in this post-tax season. All that said, let's go ahead and do our recap real quick, and then we will jump back into stuff. So who has the recap this week?
That me.
Michael, the floor is yours.
We found ourselves waking up after a long rest in Ogden Ironback's vault dungeon. At the doorway, when a janitor ooze crept into the room, cleaning a jaunt through these rooms. We went further into the hallway, finding a hallway that declined, and then we went further in the vault, and then we found a hallway. There we go. With 6 inches of grease on the floor and faces of Afriti. Is that right? The fire elemental spirits of the fire plane. Proximus, Winnie, and Jeffrey hopped into the bag of holding, and Acacia and Scarlet went through a dimension door to get us across the hallway. We entered a sandstone cube room, 30 feet in every direction, with a pedestal in the middle, and then squares with circular holes in them. The note written from Curio was Ogden is patient, which we know is always the complete opposite of that. And we entered the room. The door locked behind us, and it was a trap. Sorry, that was for May the 4th. Yeah, Star Wars. Sorry. Spikes.
Yeah, happy Star Wars Day. Even don't do that.
I literally wrote it into my notes. Spikes popped out of the holes in the room. The room's walls began to close in on us as we huddled next to the pedestal in the middle of the room. A word puzzle in Draconic language, which I was the only one to be able to read, but not smart enough to figure out. The spikes rescinded as soon as they were about to puncture us, and the door opened to, or the walls opened to reveal the doors. A stairway down the hallway, and we came across a room. It was a hallway, though, right, Derek? It was a hallway of 3 statued figures depicting armored warriors. I summoned Smokey, the Eel Hound of Il Omen, Jeffrey, Proximus, and Smokey. Jeffrey, Smokey, and I, because I was writing this in first person, idiot, shrunk one size category. And then we went through the other door and into a mirror room, and Curio's clue was Ogden is modest, which is always wrong. The mirrors distorted all my images as I walked through and looked at all of the mirrors, and the door locked behind us, and instantly Winnie was attacked. A mere monster that was an amalgamation of all four of us. It literally lit me on fire. And then Scarlet found its weakness, the mirrors in the room, and we started to break them and dispatch the monstrosity. But I am very hurt. And then we went through the next door, question mark. And now we are here in this fight. There's something here.
There was a broken mirror, no, a broken trap hallway.
Yes.
It's a trap.
That was the last one, I think.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Very well done, Michael. Please enjoy that point of inspiration.
Thank you.
All right. So, to reset our scene here as we jump back into stuff, we're gonna go ahead and roll for initiative. So you find yourselves in what has been depicted as the final room, the final challenge of Ogden Ironback's vault. Standing before you, at the far end of this room on a raised dais, sitting as you enter and rising to its 2 feet from a throne, surrounded by the detritus of countless battles, broken weapons, armor, shattered glass, shattered chests, splintered wood, broken chains, just all of this trash around it, but the refuse of war surrounding this being. You would see broken statues. You would see a shattered stone floor all about you in this otherwise almost half circle shaped cavern. And the being that stands before you, this giant, almost 15 feet tall, is like someone who is cosplaying a much more badass version of Ogden Ironback himself. This is a bipedal, almost fiendish looking creature with scaled skin and armed with a great battle axe. Its head, its face obscured by a great coif and helmet that itself looks like a more demonic version of Ogden, almost like the mouth is where the eye port would be, and within you can see 2 glowing green eyes, almost like illuminated themselves from within. And this being has stood, it has called out to you, it has said that this is your final test, that you will die here, and that all that you carry will be added to its treasury. And as you look around, you can see there are braziers on either side of it. You know, the map here is very accurate to kind of what we're looking at here. So as you all enter this room, let's go ahead and roll for initiative, please.
While we're rolling for initiative, I do have a question.
Please.
Underneath this creature, like based off what we already know about the entire dungeon that we've been going through so far, do we think that there is like another room underneath it, more stone underneath it, mountain, dirt? What would I think is like, besides like it's immediately underneath, because obviously it's on top of like stone and stuff right now, like what would I expect is underneath the rest of that?
So are you talking about underneath the trash, or underneath like the throne of the creature, or kind of just like everything? Just like, are you trying to like, what would Acacia suspect is the secret of this room?
Not the secret of this room. I'm specifically literally the physical substance that it is standing out on, like,
oh yeah,
anywhere from 15 to 40 feet underneath of its feet right now.
Okay. Give me a survival check.
Okay.
And you'll get the base information, but I think you're also trying to map out like where in the mountain you are.
Correct. Also,
Yes.
I got a 29, so
Fantastic.
My
Okay.
initiative. Okay.
Oh, for your initiative. Okay.
That's my initiative. Sorry. I just wanted to write it down before I forgot. Survival is, I got a 7 plus 14, so a 21.
21. Okay. So Acacia, what you are able to surmise is that this room itself, much like a lot of the other space here, not all the spaces you've been in, but this one, just as the same as most of the hallways, is carved out of the natural stone of the mountain itself.
Correct.
Which is that stone that has prevented divination spells from getting out.
Yes.
If you were to try to map out where you were, you would be... because you had the elevator that went up into Ogden's bedroom.
Mhm.
So you would be at an angle from that, maybe about somewhere between 50 and 100 feet from that shaft, and you're not aware of necessarily anything else beneath you. So that would almost be like a 45-degree angle to get to that shaft from where you are, because you had to go to a different part of the mountain, a different part of the building itself that Ogden was in, go down through that. And you've kind of been, as you're thinking about it, just zigzagging your way down through kind of like intersecting rooms. Sometimes the rooms are
Correct.
next to each other, sometimes the rooms are beneath each other, but it's kind of like almost an ant colony of sorts, and the other shaft has been separate from this. So you could surmise that maybe there's something else to this as you were looking around, and this is not a treasury, this is not the vault of
Right.
Ogden. So there likely is something else, but where that is, it's probably not above you. It's probably
Right.
either behind this enemy or beneath where you are now. And you're
Okay.
just, you wouldn't necessarily be sure how far beneath.
So it's safe to say that if right directly under this room is either going to be either another room, the treasury, or solid stone.
Yes, yeah, it would have to be one of those three.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay. So the Relentless Juggernaut rolled where's Dex? Rolled a 15 plus 1, so 16 for him. Too many tabs open. So the attack order is going to be Acacia, Relentless Juggernaut, Proxy, then Winnie and Scarlet. And thank you, Winnie, for compiling all of those for you. So that'll be the turn order then. Acacia, as you are looking out to this enemy, who stands there with a massive battle axe, these spiked gauntlets, this scarred, scaled skin, almost like dripping with not blood, not sweat, but something that is viscous that gives a sheen to its skin as the braziers blaze on either side of it, and there's just this heaving to its form. What would you like to do?
I know I asked this question the other week and I couldn't remember what the answer was. This is non-magical rock.
We're considering it non-magical rock. It has a magical quality, but it's non-magical
Not
for the purposes of, yeah.
spells and stuff. Okay.
Right.
That was the important question.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm looking at the room. I'm looking at him, and he's like 15 feet tall or something, like, right?
Yes.
All right. In a split second decision, Acacia's gonna like slam her staff on the ground, and there's kind of like reverberates in a mini earthquake. And I would like to cast in a 40-foot cube directly underneath the juggernaut, transmute rock. And I'm going to transmute rock to mud. Non-magical rock of any sort in the area becomes an equal volume of thick, flowing mud that remains for the spell's duration. The ground in the spell area becomes muddy enough that the creatures can sink into it. Each foot that a creature moves through the mud costs 4 feet of movement. Any creature on the ground when you cast the spell must make a strength saving throw, which whatever. Most will still make a saving throw when it moves into the area first time on a turn or ends its turn there. On a failed save, it sinks into the mud and is restrained, though it can use an action to end the restrained condition by pulling itself free of the mud. I'm assuming if it can reach. I'm putting it literally directly in the middle of it. So 40-foot cube. And then ceiling stuff, which I'm not casting it on the ceiling.
Okay. All right. Let me get some music going here so I can. That's fair. That works. Okay. All right. 15 feet of mud that this thing is sinking into.
It's a 40-foot cube. No, it's a 40-foot cube directly underneath it. So you better think about like, what is currently underneath that right now. Because it could be another room. It could be a 40-foot drop of mud. I don't know what's underneath it.
Okay. So we're talking 30 feet, but 40 feet deep. Is that what we're working with?
It is, yes, a 40-foot cube directly underneath it.
Okay, cool. Cool.
I'm sorry.
Okay. No. You don't need to apologize. Okay. In that case, you all would watch as the Juggernaut is going to look down as it begins to sink, and almost like a statue itself going down into this, but it doesn't seem to struggle. It doesn't seem to be concerned about air. And you're watching this thing just like with the weight of itself alone, almost like it's just plunging into the muck beneath it, this almost like liquid concrete. Is there anything else for your turn?
I'll just cast hold on. I think just in case, I'll also do a bonus action of my starry form and activate it. So I will get it all starry and like where my stars are, where my joints are, and I'm gonna attack it with my ability. So I'm gonna range spell attack, which is get some damage, you know.
Sure.
7 plus 9. I don't know what that is. 16.
A 16 does not hit.
Okay, I didn't think so. Well, it misses, but I get to do some cool. I sparkle.
Okay, sparkle away. Okay, I'm gonna turn the music a little bit down. There we go. Okay, cool. So, at the end of your turn, I'm going to have this guy use the first of his legendary actions. This is Implacable Advance. So as you get your attack off, I'm going to say it probably misses because that's just as like the helmet of this thing, the crest of this Ogden-like helmet sinks into the mud with just like a little bit of gurgling and bubbling. And for like the longest moment, you all just kind of look at each other and think, like, is that it? Is that... And then you start to see the bubbles intensify more and more, and this thing comes bursting, ignoring, unfortunately for you all, difficult terrain, as it bursts forth out of this muck and comes charging at you. Very much for those of you who are unfortunate enough to have seen X-Men Last Stand, this is a juggernaut. B-word. And
Tried.
you did a great Kitty Pride.
I tried.
And it is going to come charging at all of you. Let's take a look at the map here. Let's see.
Can you get a square of the mud on there, please?
For sure, yes.
Because I can't just. It's not concentration. It just kind of exists.
And it's 40 feet.
Yes, but it's probably also fall off the map as well.
Okay.
Unless that's the back of the room.
Because it's centered.
I don't
okay,
know.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So let's say it's like that. And then
is that the back of the room?
Yes, that would be the back room. I'm going to make this the... Ugh.
Sorry, is there a wall directly behind it?
There is wall directly behind it.
Oh,
yes.
Then I would have pushed it forward a bit. I thought
okay,
it was
so getting all of that. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's that? That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And all the way there. Okay. Let me see if I can make this less obtuse. And then I need where are my settings?
Yeah.
Oh, roll 20.
Everyone.
You're so helpful.
Shit, I thought that would have worked. Sorry.
There we go.
It was a good idea.
Okay. I am going to have him come charging as a large enough creature at Winnie and Scarlet right there in the center. So let's see. Check out moves, any object in its path. I guess you two are objects, and also okay. It says objects in its path are going to take
Jeffrey's
damage.
Flying, so
yes.
To be clear.
So, and actually, I think I moved him too far. He will pop out of the mud, and he will end up just about right here. So just at the end of the difficult terrain area, and then it is his turn. So let's see here. He will. Let's see. 6. Okay. You'll watch as he takes his axe and almost hacks it into the stone at his feet, and then he will grab 2 large hunks of it, and he will hurl it at you all. I think in this case, with Acacia being the one that cast, he is going to hurl it at Acacia, and then yeah, why not Scarlet since she's right next to her. So in that case, let's see, how do your attacks work? That's your pick. Okay, Flintstone. Oh, because this is his deadly shaping. Okay, so I will need a dexterity saving throw from the two of you, please.
Oh, thank God.
Thanks, I have
Wait.
advantage on that.
Wait, how many feet, Michael?
10 feet, I believe, from
10
Proximus.
feet. Yeah.
God damn it. Fine.
Also,
Fuck.
Derek, I know you got a lot going on right now.
You're good. You're good. What's up?
Can you drop Smokey on the map?
For sure.
I forgot.
No worries.
26.
26? Okay.
16.
16. Okay. Cool. So in that case, you both, well, Acacia at least is only going to take 16 points of bludgeoning damage. Scarlet, you are going to take 31. And
Goodbye, temporary hit points.
Is this
was
when I
gonna
remind
say,
you that
yeah.
it's mermaid and you should be nice to the murder
I thought
mermaid
it
in
was
your
Siren
party?
Man.
You're not a mermaid, Kayla?
Yeah, you're a siren. Sorry. Scarlet, you are incapacitated until the start of the Juggernaut's next turn. Cool. In that case, that is all that it has at this point. Yeah. Let's go on to I'm gonna drop Smokey on the board, and Proxy, it is your turn.
I'm going to use 2 sorcery points and hasten a haste spell on myself as a bonus action. And then how do you want to rule that? Because I already have an extra attack or extra attack action when I make
Okay.
an action. So is that 4 or is that 3?
I think that would be 4. If
Because it
you have
doubles
an
that.
extra attack, that's part of your action. So
Okay.
yeah, it would be 4.
And so I'm gonna float up about 5 feet. How tall is this guy? Is he
The room or the guy?
the guy?
The guy's about
I
15
see that
feet.
he's large.
Yes. Yeah, hill giant size, so somewhere between 10 and 15 feet.
Yeah. So with my speed, I'm gonna move up to him. This is what happens when you're the tank, right? All right, and then I'm gonna take 4 swipes at him with my glaive. It's a natural 20.
Yeah,
That is
nice.
a 24.
Very nice.
That is a 17
17 just hits.
and a 26.
Those will all hit.
Nice. I am going to Divine Smite on the Nat 20. Sorry. Nine.
And Smokey is on the board, and Winnie, you are up next.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Smokey will. Man, I wish we had flank. He has. Oh, can you just move him up 2, and then he'll
Yeah.
take a bite? I'm gonna do all the damage. I'm gonna do 2 divine smites. One on the nat 20, and then one on the thing. But I have a lot of math, so I don't want to shut
You're all
this
good.
down.
You're all good. Take your time, do your math. I will be ready when you are. Let's see here. I want to make sure I have everything else on the map that I need, but I think we're good. Winnie, what do you have in mind as Proximus is wheeling and dealing his damage there?
I was thinking of I'm gonna send little Jeffrey. We're within 30 feet, right? The lines are hard for me to.
You are within 35.
Okay, I'm gonna send little Jeffrey like right here.
I guess 30. Yeah, it's 30 from the very edge. So yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not. I guess I do technically have to. It's fine. I'll be here. Mechanically speaking, I'm still casting this. I would like to cast Bane by asking little Jeffrey to play one of his patented mixtapes, which sounds kind of like Dissonant Whispers, but is just a really not great mix of sounds plus frequency that is hopefully going to distract this thing, whatever it is.
Jeffrey puts on a fur coat. I was born in the dark. Yeah. I mean,
He's
this is
so
like
cute.
the one to go up against. Like Jeffrey tries to pick him up and snap him over his knee, and
no. Oh, my little guy. That's a charisma 16.
okay. Okay, surprisingly a high charisma.
Don't love that.
That's a 17.
That's rude. It's very rude. Fine. In which case,
So you would watch as your spell, the Bane spell, is cast outwards, and almost like without looking, he's able to catch it in this big clawed mitt, and almost just like crushes the energy of the spell. And you'd watch almost as like it's channeled into, like you'd watch as the energy almost like it illuminates, where you can see the veins and skeletal structure, and seems to almost absorb that magic.
hate that. Little Jeffrey from his position is going to pew pew and force strike.
Okay.
Oh. It's a nat one, so probably not gonna hit.
Jeffrey's shooting from, I will note that on the map, these statues can provide 3/4 cover or full cover if you were small enough, like Jeffrey.
I figure he's like up in the...
So little Jeffrey is doing like first strike or whatever it is. It's the game with the red pistol and the blue pistol, and he forgets to put his pedal down to shoot over the obstacle and shoots right into it. Final strike? I can't remember. Anyway,
I think it's time something.
Time strike.
Time strike.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Thank
such
you.
a good game.
We all know what I mean. Okay. Anything else for your turn? Winnie.
I'm going to, oh gosh, running out of options, y'all. I'm gonna give Proximus. Is Smokey that big?
Yes.
Smokey is a direwolf. Smokey is large.
Large sized.
Yeah.
I should have known that. I always picture him as like a little
124 points of damage.
How much?
124 points of damage. 2 divine smites. One of them doubled. 68 points of divine.
Radiant.
Radiant damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Man, that was
So
so
I'm-
much math. I
Winnie
never want to do
sees
that
that
again.
and just starts clapping and says, "Damn, that was
Sheesh.
real good." And you get
So
bardic inspiration.
I'm so sorry. One more. How much divine or how much radiant?
68 radiant.
68. Okay.
Do I see that do any other, like, is it yeah, no, I'm like,
Okay,
what kind
so-
of being
Paladin's
is
OP,
this?
y'all. I love paladins so much.
Well, hasted paladins with 4 fucking strikes, yeah. Goodness, but I have no more 4th level spells, so there's that.
Okay. You all can see that did a lot of damage to this creature, and I would say that Proximus, you almost noticed that like the wounds that you caused, the mundane attacks that you did, well, even though they are with magical weapons, they're almost healing and scarring over. Like they're just adding to the plethora of scars that make up this being's like outer skin layer. But the radiant attacks, those ones aren't healing. They're still glowing with like a radiant energy, and they seem to be just like seeping out this black ichor from these deep gashes that you've made. Awesome. Next up is Scarlet, who is incapacitated.
Can I just flip the bird? This fucking thing. I'm so pissed right now. I can't do anything.
You can scowl, I guess. Incapacitated is always one of those things. As you are incapacitated,
You can bitch over the psychic link. That's
you
free.
can't take
Good,
actions
yeah.
or reactions, but you can talk.
No, I'm good. Just
Wait, just actions and reactions? Can she move?
That's a good question. I think movement is part of the action
yeah,
phase.
I feel like that's
Well, because no, you
know.
have movement, action, bonus action, and reaction.
Yeah. I'll say, you know what? Based on the wording of it, I'll say you can move. That's fine.
I'm just gonna go out the door that's locked and behind us. If you're gonna let me move, I'm gonna take my happy ass right here.
Go under
Yeah,
my
this says
legs.
the incapacitated condition doesn't limit your character's movement, but is often paired with conditions that do, like being paralyzed, stunned, petrified, or unconscious. So just because, yeah, you can absolutely move.
As I'm moving. Just pissed.
Okay. Alrighty. Back then to top of the order with Acacia.
Do I also notice that the radiant damage is not healing?
I think that's pretty evident. Yeah,
Cool
they're
beans.
glowing wounds, and this thing is kind of almost like taken aback a bit by the Proximus attack.
Cool. In that case, I am going to. Oh, I don't know if I can upcast that because I always have guiding bolt prepared, but I also get it as a free ability that doesn't use spell slots. And I don't think I can. I don't think I can upcast that one, unfortunately. It counts as a druid spell. It doesn't count against the number of spells you can have repaired. I can cast it without expending a spell slot, but I think I'm actually going to have it use one of my prepared guiding bolts and upcast it to 3rd level
Okay.
instead. So guiding bolts, I'm going to do 16 plus, I got a 25 total.
25 absolutely hits.
Okay, so it's going to be a total of 66. Is that what it is? Yeah, that sounds about right. 66. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got a total of 19 radiant damage. And
Very nice.
also guiding bolt, I believe that also makes it advantage for whoever is going to be attacking next. And then I'm also going to use my little pew pew for my wild shape again, which is also radiant damage, and I can do that as a bonus action on my turn. It's going to be a 17 plus my spell modifier, so it's above a 20.
Yep, 17 is its AC, so definitely hits.
Heck yeah. And that's going to be 1d8 plus 4. 5, so total 9 radiant.
9. Nice job.
And then
right.
I'm gonna just move over here with get some partial cover. Right? That's probably like half cover for me.
Yeah, I would consider that half cover.
All right, that's all I got.
Cool. Okay, so it is now the Relentless Juggernaut's turn. Proximus, you would watch, since you are closest, as again those wounds that you had impacted, even the wounds that came from Acacia, while the radiant damage does linger, even those now are somewhat healing up and sealing, and the wounds that you had left, it's almost like they've been scarred for years. It's almost like you never even made them in the first place, or that you made them again a very long time ago, that this creature is somehow healing from them. It is going to turn its green gaze at you and lock eyes, and it is going to it's gonna pick up its battle axe against you. That is going to be a hit, and that is a nat 20. So let's see here.
Sorry, my AC is up to 21. I didn't change it. Yeah.
Yes, it was a 27 to hit. So
Okay.
yeah, it was a 27 and a nat 20. Yeah. Okay, so Proximus, the first attack. Let's see, I think that's what it was. Yeah, piercing, and this is also going to be piercing and necrotic damage.
Ooh.
And you will have your speed reduced by 20 feet by the end of this.
Ooh.
So the first attack is going to land 18 damage. The second attack is, what's that?
Say 18.
40 points of damage.
Oh, snooker.
Fine.
40.
Totally fine.
And
Quickly halved.
and that is it for its turn. It is now your turn.
Can I tell if it's undead or what is the divine smite? Undead or fiend?
I would say that with all the divine senses that you've cast in this dungeon, you are getting some fiendish wafting off of this being for sure.
Okay. Well, I would have gotten 3 extra D8 on my freaking damage, but I didn't know that. So I'm going to.
That doesn't negate the fact that it was a fiend. But if you would like to roll those extra 3d8, please do so.
Oh, you're so good to us.
It's kind of like, if
It would have done.
if I memorized shit better, I would know that. Oh, your divine sights get you extra 3d8. Yeah, see,
I did the math. It would have been 100. If I would have maxed out every die, it would have been 184 points of damage.
that almost would have killed it.
I was like, wow.
I love when Kaila makes that face.
876, so 12, 19 radiant damage that would have been. So I am going to. Should I use level 5? I'm going to take 4 more swipes at it because. I mean, what does Proxy do the best? Cut things with his glaive.
Be a friend.
17. That is a 27. No, wait. Is it 11 to hit? I think I'm 11 to hit. So it's an 18 and a 29. Nat 20. Oh, do I get advantage? You said I got advantage, Acacia?
From Guiding Bolt. Yeah, it's sparkling.
Yeah, if Acacia didn't use her guiding bolt for her own attack, then yeah, you would get advantage for it.
And you also have Bardic Inspiration.
I also have my cosmic omen, so just let me know if you fail. We got this.
Jeez. So I got a nat 20, a 29, 18, and a 28 to hit.
Okay.
Holy fuck.
Again, okay, I'm gonna do 1 level 5 divine smite. I think that maxes it out at 6d8. That's all I got left.
God, I love paladins so much.
Yeah. No, I got 2 level 5 spells, so I'm gonna do that twice.
MVP.
Jeez. Lots of math. This really sucks. Okay, I'm gonna do the math. Do you want me? Yeah, I'm gonna do the math. Hold on. 6d6. 68. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna count out loud.
Winnie, what would you be preparing while Proximus again calculates the way too much damage that this game allows him to do?
Nothing that good, I'm afraid.
Can someone give Mikyl a chalkboard and just like, I don't know, like a lab assistant?
Yeah, I need that Charlie meme from Always Sunny.
Mm-hmm.
You need an abacus.
I think it's a double d6. Yeah.
You just need to use an abacus,
Pretty good
Mikyl.
Charlie Day.
Go quick.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna try to reduce this thing. I'm gonna chuck one of my little vials at it and hope it's the right one, because I don't want to make it any bigger. So that's a Constitution 18.
Okay.
Please.
I had a telepathic abacus, and would do math on its own. But what was really great is, even if it was wrong, it was the thought that counts. I rolled a 1,
No.
but I'm gonna actually use one of its legendary resistances to succeed.
Well, okay.
Welp.
Now it's
So-
just a little damp.
Yeah, you watch as the magic again begins to take effect, and it's almost like it just flexes through it, and again the magic kind of seeps into, and you'd watch as like absorbs. You can see like Kurlak-esque the rib cage as it absorbs in.
And now it smells a little bit citrusy.
Yeah,
And little
it's
Jeffrey's gonna pew it again. I look, I realize it's not gonna do anything even if he hits, but it's the thought that counts. And he misses.
Okay.
Student
Wait, what did you roll?
I rolled a 5, but because it's
Never
a
mind.
1d4 damage, like
Okay.
any help I can give him, it's not worth it. So.
Right.
Yep. And I can only have one bardic inspiration out at a time, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm going to actually move a little bit behind this pillar. So
Jeffrey's got a little revolver. He's called a big iron. He keeps spinning around his finger. It keeps misfiring.
Oh, he's doing his best.
Been playing too much Helldivers.
I didn't know it was out on Game Boy Advance. Yeah, so I am just getting behind a little bit of. I don't want to be directly in front of this thing. Is my point.
A little bit of rubble.
A little bit of rubble. Just call me
Okay.
Bunny.
Proximus, is your
Okay,
math
yep.
complete? Okay.
So 139 points of total damage. 75 is radiant.
Okay. Oh,
And I
right.
think I have like 0 spell slots, only level 1.
Okay. With that, looking incredibly injured, I'm going to have it use another one of its legendary actions. We are going to use Scything Shrapnel. So Proximus, you would watch as you slice into this thing. Again, a lot of the wounds lasting from that radiant damage. Its hand basically drops the battle axe to one hand, extends its left hand outwards, and you would all watch as the piles of detritus and weapons and armor and everything else begin to shift and almost conglomerate into this just almost razor blade. Like he's able to just compress all of this metal and shrapnel into this spinning disc of just razor sharpness, and Magneto like directs it right at Proximus. Proximus, I will need a dexterity saving throw, please.
Force push. Haste gives me something for that too. I think I get advantage on. Yeah. Ooh, wait. Not great. Even with advantage, that sucks.
I'm gonna give you an automatic D6 from my
12?
cosmic. I'm giving you a cosmic omen so roll an extra D6.
Wait. Can I use I can use
Bardic
Bardic
Inspiration.
Inspiration on.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna do that. That's a dirty. Wait. 6. It's 12. 16. And then what? You giving me a D6?
Yeah, roll a
Acacia?
D6.
Oh gosh. Rolled so low. Oh.
What is it? What'd you get?
So 16, 19 with all of those buffs and a +5 for my damn thing.
You
But-
needed an 18.
Wait.
So,
Wait.
Oh,
No,
yes.
no.
Teamwork.
Oh, good. Never mind. Just kidding. Amazing.
Teamwork. Let's go.
so Proximus, this blade is only going to essentially nick you. You're only going to take 9 points of damage instead of the full 18,
Ooh.
and you will not have the lasting effects of necrotic damage from this attack. However,
it takes
this
a
is
village. Thank you.
this is not the only one that it has. As you now can see, the weapons and armor again, the detritus all around you, the remnants of all of these countless people and battles and everything are now shifting and vibrating almost around you in this room. Okay. Let's go then to Scarlet. It is your turn.
From where I'm standing, can I see how is this person person
Sure.
question mark doing?
This citizen, yeah. Pretty rough. Pretty rough, all things told. Yeah.
Could we have moved Smokey onto the other side to flank me? So I don't want it to.
Sure.
I don't want him to be in the
Just
way.
out of the way here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you.
Smokey's gonna have muddy paws now.
Poor buddy.
Oh,
Oh,
give
bless
him
for
a
bath.
moving, bless for moving Smokey. Thank you. I'm going to pivot over to my right. Directions are hard today. And in a straight line in front of me, towards through the whatever the hell this is. I would like to cast lightning bolt, please. It is an 18 dex save.
Dex save. I'm going to use its second legendary resistance. It has 3.
It takes half damage.
Okay.
So let me just roll that really quick. It'll take half of 28.
Have a 28, so
14.
14, yeah. Okay. All right. And you would also watch as the electricity kind of like channels through this thing. You can see the inner workings, the twisted bone structure of this creature. If it weren't for the helmet, you might even see what its true skull looks like. But the electricity just kind of dissipates and almost grounds itself as it's standing in mud. There's one thing I learned from Pokemon. That's all it takes to survive an electric attack. That's how Pikachu beat Raichu. Okay. Is there anything else for your turn, Scarlet?
No.
Okay. Back top of the order with Acacia.
Yeah.
Actually,
so,
no, I'm sorry. I'm going to use I'm sorry, Acacia. I'm
That's
going to
okay.
use another legendary action. Let's go ahead and that scything shrapnel was pretty neat, and Scarlet did just kind of pop up there. Let's go ahead and throw some scything shrapnel at Scarlet. A DC 18 dexterity saving throw, please.
You said dex?
Dex, please.
Okay. 22.
Fantastic. You then are only going to take
Only.
only 7 points of damage.
Okay, that's manageable.
Okay, now Acacia, I'm so very sorry. The floor is yours.
No, it's okay. I think I'm gonna do the same thing I just did last round.
Okay.
Which is I am going to upcast a guiding bolt to 4th level this time. Let me do math. Oh, that is not great. Ooh. So that's a total of 11. And I
11 will
don't-
not hit, unfortunately.
That is not gonna. So you said it's AC is 17.
17. Yep.
If I use my wheel, it could bump it up if I rolled
It
a
could.
6.
Absolutely could.
It won't hurt. Let's give it a shot. Just making sure if it gets used or not. Okay, cool. You know what? Let's see what I get. I did roll a 6.
Very nice. Okay, that will hit.
So that's gonna be 4, 5, 6, 76. Thank you, Roll20, for making so many noises. That's 20. That's 25 points of radiant damage.
Very nice.
It is making it's sparkling again, and then I'm gonna do the same thing that I've been doing with my little sparkling star hovering around me for wild shape stuff. That is a total of 21.
Very nice.
I love being a sparkly bitch.
That's 21 points of damage.
So it was 25 points no, that was just a hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
it's
then an additional 10. So it's going to be for this turn total 35 points of radiant damage.
Very well done. All right. And again, almost like the stars themselves are like burning into like some sort of cursed cutie mark onto this thing.
Cursed cutie mark?
It's horrible. Okay. Anything else for your turn, Acacia?
No, that's it.
Okay. You have done quite a bit of damage to this thing. I've got one more scything shrapnel. Do I use it at you? No, I think I'm gonna use it at Winnie. Winnie, dexterity saving throw, please.
Is that a disadvantage? Because I'm hiding.
You mean to add advantage?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So the unfortunate thing about
worse because I'm behind cover.
This is its lair. So while you are hiding, you can't really hide from the shrapnel. What that stitched on a pillow.
Well, not hiding.
No, you said check
no.
a lot.
I mean, I'm
Line of
behind
sight and
cover.
stuff.
Behind cover.
Right. But the shrapnel will be coming from any angle that it needs to because it's not coming from a straight line.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got you.
Yes, he is again magnetoing this, so
Okay.
just be a straight roll, straight DC 18 dexterity save.
Okay. I don't feel good about this. So, I'm going to take what I learned from this other shrapnel attack and use it to give myself +5 with Flash of Genius. Shrap attack. I feel like little Jeffrey is saying that up above me, and I'm just like, not now, little Jeffrey. Okay, well, I didn't need it, but it is a 17 plus whatever 5 at 22.
In that case, Winnie will only take 7 points of damage. Nobody is taking this. Such a shame.
I thought you were going to say seriously, and I was like, I think we're taking it seriously.
This it would have been a lasting wound that couldn't really be healed except for like a really high medicine check or like magical healing. It's fine. I get it. You guys don't want lasting wounds. Whatever.
Also, thank you
Just
for
the
the temporary
mental
hit
kind.
points, Proximus,
Guys don't-
because I didn't actually take damage.
Guys don't want
Nice.
souvenirs from this. Okay. It is the Juggernaut's turn, and let's see. It's going to take 2 attacks. First one's going to be with its free hand. It is going to punch Proximus in the face. That is a 25 to hit. Prox, I'll need DC 18 strength saving throw, please.
Not the face.
So pretty.
Plus,
I already have enough damage to my face.
you have a +5 because Winnie is terrified of anything happening to Proximus's remaining face. And Flash of Genius.
It's 14 plus 9, 23, and then what do you say? +5?
Oh wait, no, because I already used it as a reaction. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you just use it. Yeah.
Just kidding.
So 23.
Okay. Then
You
I
said
kind of
strength,
imagine
right?
almost like yes, it was a DC
Okay.
18. It was to knock you prone, but almost imagine like a weeble wobble, like hitting you in the face wearing winged boots. You kind of just like you kind of go down, but it'll hit the floor and just like fly back up. The helmeted head is going to just tilt a little bit and then grab the battle axe and see if it can chop you in half, hot dog style. That is not a crit hit, but it is a hit nonetheless. And we will do. Well, first of all, I should say the first attack was 22 points of damage. This second attack is
What was the roll on the second one? Because I think I want to use
25.
shield. So yeah, I'll use shield.
Okay.
to block that one.
Cool.
Nice.
In that case, the punch lands, but the axe just hits this in magical shield around you and just glances off.
You
That
see
is
Proximus, and he's just leans into the face punch, like he's just like, do it. Yeah, because just for flavor. 15, you said, for the punch.
15. 20. It was 15 to hit, or sorry, 25 to hit. 22 points of damage.
22 points of damage. Dude, I'm hurt.
Uh,
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. In that case, then, let's see. Proximus, it is your turn.
All right. I'm trying to see how many spell slots do I have. Okay. I'm gonna take 4 swipes again. Ooh, nat 20.
Is that
I'm
like
basically
your third
just
one?
I'm basically just crit fishing right now. Like, yeah.
Just
So-
Michael's just jittering over there on a
Yeah.
hot streak at the crab stable.
Yes. So 20. Wait, no, that's a 19 to hit. That hits,
19
right?
hits. Yeah.
A 17 doesn't hit though, right?
17 does. 17 is exactly what you need.
Oh, nice. Okay. And then a 28 and then
All
a
hit.
nat 20. I'm gonna do the non actually I'm just gonna do, so the first one is 11
Yep.
slashing damage, and then that is 1 spell slot I'll take. 12, 17 points of radiant damage. That's
Yep.
on the first hit.
Mm-hmm.
Second hit is 12 slashing damage.
So close.
16, 17 points of radiant damage.
Proximus, how do you finish off this relentless juggernaut?
Well, okay, so he
And I will
takes
say,
the
I will caveat a little bit of this, but just tell
Mhm.
me what Proximus is shooting for, and
Okay.
we'll go from there.
So once he takes the hit to the face,
Mm-hmm.
Proximus looks 100 points down from his, so beaten to a pulp, right? So a big bruise, but he wants to he'll bring the glaive up and at the elbow slice the arm off with radiant damage, then coming around with the second hit, and as the being kind of follows through with the swing, right, losing its arm, coming down, he'll prop the pommel of the glaive on the ground and just let the head slice itself with the momentum coming down from the punch into the throat as far as he can and try to decapitate him.
Okay. Okay. So Proximus, you detach an arm, you go to sever this thing's head. You watch as the arm just kind of comes away, almost like the blood inside his shadow, and the arm very heavily lops to the ground. As you carve into the side of this thing, it seems to, like, the light in behind the eyes goes out for just a moment. And then it seems to shift a little bit into your blade, and the faceplate looks at you, the eyes igniting once again, and just ever so gently it removes your blade, slides it out, and kind of presses itself back together, picks up its arm, reattaches it almost with this squelching noise just to pop it into place, and it takes its axe and it just very carefully lies it on the ground in front of you and nods. and turns almost on its heel, and in just like a sprinter takes a position and runs at the throne at that back wall through the mud, almost like ignoring like a water lizard, the Jesus lizard will run across water, just splashing on either side, creating this rift in the mud, splitting it apart. Barrels himself through the throne, splintering it, stone pieces going everywhere, shrapnel going everywhere, and just creates a blast radius in the wall. They're just a complete, not Looney Tunes-esque sized shape in the wall, but just blasts apart the stone of the wall behind it, revealing a cavern beyond. And as you look around this room, you can see that the objects have stopped vibrating, and it is just eerily silent where you are now.
How the fuck did my father beat that juggernaut on his own?
There is no way.
No way.
As like pops his jaw back into place.
Politely asked.
Proximus,
Oh, no.
did you want some healing? You look like shit. I'm sorry.
I just need a rest for sure.
Yeah.
He's gonna get on the back of Smokey because he's not even gonna want to fly, walk, stand.
I'm gonna just ping a healing word over at you.
Oh, thanks.
Little Jeffrey's
That's all I got.
gonna-
You get minimum healing. You get 5. It's a little bit of fun.
Thank you.
Sorry,
You
I
see
can't
his
do
nose
much.
just readjusts into place.
Oh, Proximus.
Little Jeffrey just like drops down like a Werther's original.
I was down to 46.
No, he gives him the little strawberry candies.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Still
Best
don't know
candies.
the name of those.
Best fucking candies.
Don't
Those
think
ever.
they
strawberry
have one.
bonbons.
There's
Thank you,
a
Kaila.
handwritten tag in crayon that says medicine spelled with an S.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, buddy boy.
Bless.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
I'm pretty sure tetanus doesn't exist around here, so why don't we just like sit here for an hour or 8 and like take a breath?
The little kobold named Tetanus, far on the other side, just like shivers a little bit. How is this?
That's such a good kobold name, though.
It really is, yeah.
It really
It is.
is.
Pick any minor disease, name your kobold after.
Just like how dragons all need to be named
Tuberculosis.
after
Yeah.
drugs.
After
Prescription
drugs,
drugs.
exactly.
Right,
yeah.
absolutely.
Man, that
Hi,
was,
I'm cholera.
as a disciple of Colonel Mac, I feel like that was insensitive of me to say. So, um,
That over there, that's dysentery.
Jesus.
That's
We
Terry.
call him Terry for short.
Yeah, we call him Terry.
love your kobold voice so much.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh my
Anyway.
gosh. Well,
Oof.
So what's the plan?
Can I take a look through that hole that he
For
just
sure.
Kool-Aid manned through?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna take a look through the Kool-Aid man hole.
I'm gonna look around for interesting junk.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Please and thank you.
Keisha, go ahead and I guess you can give me a perception check just as you look through
Cool.
the Kool-Aid hole.
Cool. I
Um,
still have advantage. I have my shield out still. Cool beans.
Winnie, if you want to do investigation as you go to check out specific things, or if you want to do Arcana, see if there's magical stuff around or any spells.
Can I
you want to do.
assist by doing detect magic?
For sure.
Oh, look at me, Mr. Spell Slots.
Ooh.
I got that my last spell, and I'm
Um,
not concentrating on haste anymore. So here we are.
Okay, well, are we using nap time? Are we casting nap time?
Derek, I got a crit for a 34.
Fantastic. Acacia, through the Kool-Aid hole, you can see that there is another hallway that is lit with hanging chandelier braziers, and there are statues all along the wall. It's actually a relatively short hallway. It's only maybe about 30 feet, and there is a rather ornate set of doors on the opposite end.
Cool. Any dad
You can
notes?
see, you typically
Oh.
see them like if you would like to go up and check the door, you absolutely may.
Yeah.
I will note that like the door itself is almost set into a relief of Ogden Ironback that's like carved out of the wall. So there's like this like the room's higher than typical because of the chandeliers. So there's almost this carving out of the stone of Ogden with his arms outwards, and like the muzzle and everything is in like three-dimensional relief of the wall. Are you going up to the door?
Gosh, if this ain't the actual vault door, I will eat one of my horseshoes. Hey, I'm gonna go check out this door over here. Just
Be
if I don't come
safe.
back in like 10
Make
minutes.
good choices.
Yeah, if I don't come back in 10 minutes, I probably died.
Okay.
I'll cautiously walk up, looking for dad notes.
As you walk up, you would see that the statue, the relief, its eyes illuminate magically, and the mouth begins to move almost like an animatronic. Like it's just it's not like there's joints, or it's like there's joints in the stone. It's not like the stone has come to life. And in Ogden's, as you've heard before, recorded voice, he says, "You have beaten all of my challenges, overcome all of my obstacles. Take all you can. Enjoy it while it lasts. I will hunt you until the seas run dry to get back what is mine." That ends. Walking forward, you don't notice any triggers, traps. Nothing else really seems to happen besides this final contention of Ogden Ironback. And above the door on the archway, it says Ogden is charitable.
Hey,
This is the final room.
is Scarlet doing okay?
Scarlet is doing about 57 out of 95. Well,
But no longer incapacitated and stuff, right?
no.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to double check before, like, when you would
Walking,
check,
but there's like a slight limp. We're good.
yeah, when you would check in on that before doing other stuff. But
Little sore, but we're doing well.
I just wanted to check before I forgot.
I'll trot back to the group.
Right. So combination of Proximus and Winnie looking around. Winnie, what was your role?
Well, it depends on if I had help or not.
Proximus cast
Yes.
a spell. So in that sense, it's not necessarily a help action. So it'll be a straight roll, but you'll also have him looking out for like what's magical. So how about this? Proximus, you cast Detect Magic. Right where you are, the great axe that has been laid at your feet definitely pings as magical. If anything, it is pinging as a magic from the hells. Everything else around you, all of the detritus, seems to have a magical vibe to it, but more of a it's giving of conjuration or maybe even illusory magic. So, Winnie, with that in mind, I would give you advantage on an Arcana check, not necessarily advantage on an investigation check.
Yes. And I'm sorry, I did roll Arcana.
Okay.
So the first one was 21, and now we're at 17, 28.
Okay. Winnie, looking around, it seems as if there's some, like, just at a cursory glance, some pretty important stuff in here. You're picking up not just like +1 swords, but like there's legendary items in here. There's armor of great heroes. There's shattered weapons of long lost kings. Like there's stuff in here that's like these people would have never come for Ogden's gold in the first place. These people were much more important or lived thousands of years, hundreds of years maybe, before Ogden ever walked to Mars. Like, why are these things even here in the first place? And
Well,
it's
and you
all piled
wouldn't-
along with just like junk.
You
There's
wouldn't store
mundane
your
stuff.
treasure like that, so.
Right.
But yeah, there's like broken barrels, broken chests. It's just junk. It's literal, it's like diamonds in rough.
She's gonna kick a rough diamond, like a, I don't know, shield or something. Hey, so Proximus, like,
You're gonna kick it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not-
Give me a
not, like,
Constitution saving throw.
hard. Oh, I was just gonna like nudge it with my foot, but okay.
Sure.
I
I understand.
don't know, 15.
How close are you to
26.
me?
26. Great.
Probably
You
pretty
will.
close if we're doing this together, but it was 26, so.
You're gonna take 6 points of necrotic damage, and you would watch as the shield just like almost just collapses and materializes into, or dematerializes, I should say. It fragments. What am I trying to think of? It becomes little dust particles.
Disintegrates.
Disintegrates. That's a great word. That's the word I was looking for.
Get Peter
Disintegrates into.
Parker's.
Yes.
Doesn't feel so good.
Yeah. It doesn't feel so good.
Yeah,
It doesn't want to go.
I don't think there's
You're gonna make
anything
me cry.
in this
Stop.
room we need. Yeah, I'm good moving on.
And even like some of the things that like when you nudge it, it brushes up a couple other things. Those things also like just turn into smoke and it kind of just it's like they're both vaporizing, the word I was originally looking for, and also liquefying into just like this very nasty looking substance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, let's I'm good. I don't need anything here. I would be careful touching stuff is all I'm saying. I'm gonna go sit down.
Come trotting back in. I think we finally made it.
I sure hope so. I don't know if I can take any more of this.
Well, we still need to get out. Remember that.
Do you want a little juice box? Does anyone need a little juice box?
Keep your sugars up.
Yeah. Also,
Yes,
it's like a healing thing.
No, I'm okay. Thank you, Winnie.
If you think
I will-
Winnie's
Plus 2 juice box.
plus 2. Do I not have healing potions anymore? What are they called?
Winnie's good old tooth juice.
Oh no. I lied. Apparently I don't have any healing potions.
Oh, nuts.
Well, let me see if I have any.
Wait,
Betrayed.
I had a potion of flight and didn't I have a potion of healing? Did someone take that?
Oh, I have a potion of healing. I'll hand it over to Proximus because he needs it.
I
Acacia,
think
you
I
used
think
my potion of flight, right?
Scarlet and I, percentage-wise, she needs it more.
Okay. I have 2. I will hand a potion of healing to both of you.
Oh, nice.
Winnie's gonna go shopping after this because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need healing potions.
Is it just a regular one?
It's just a regular one, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe if we're lucky, Ogden will have some in his vault that we can nick.
Is that a D4? D6.
I think it's like 2d4 or something.
2d4
Plus 2.
plus 2.
Nice. Oh, that was pretty good. 9.
5.
It's better than
Oh.
nothing.
Yes.
Yeah. It got me in the 50s.
heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Oh, a mighty 9, yes. I'm good to go forward as long as we are not fighting anything.
Well, but we don't really know till we are, right? Like, Ogden knows we're coming. It's not like we're gonna be a big surprise.
Also,
Can I
we need
use
to
a
make
charge of... Oh, go ahead.
I was saying we also need to make sure that we don't walk into the vault and let the door close behind us.
I have something for that.
It's a hole in the wall.
Well, there's a hole in the wall, but I'm talking about the actual vault door.
Mhm.
Fair.
Oh, how many keyholes were there? How did it open, Derek, when I looked at the door?
Only had a single keyhole on it.
Okay.
Can we look in it? Can we
Nope.
see any? Oh,
Too many.
Per the other keyholes that we have described in this dungeon. It's a little too
it's
complex
its
to
own door. It could have
pop your
a-
peepers through.
Just
Yeah,
be
there's
a
too
little-
many.
Eva,
too many
tell me what
teeth
you want to
and
do.
mechanisms.
No.
To be fair, that's not how it went. It was
No,
Eva going,
it's
I'm
not how
going to
it
do this
went."
thing.
Yeah. I was just curious.
I joke, I kid.
I
so
will
you're not-
note that
I
it
do have
is-
something.
to make a connection to an earlier episode. It is made of the same substance of the key that Scarlet found.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh,
forgot about
yeah.
the key.
I did bring the key with us. I didn't leave it because
You
that
did.
would signify that someone had been there.
I thought you actually had it around your neck, like you flicked your hair back.
No.
And grab it. Like I was like, "Oh, you have a key necklace? That is
No, I don't actually have a key necklace. I actually hate those necklace designs personally.
I have like 1,000
I
of them, but I don't know where they are.
Again, personal
I
preference.
gotta find them. Can I use a charge of my eye of true seeing to scry into the room with Ogden?
Yes. So what's the range on your eyes at 30 feet?
Yeah. For the scrying, I don't know if that's any different. I don't think so. Yeah, 30 feet.
Okay. Yeah, looking like through the door into this space beyond, you don't see Ogden. You don't see any living beings beyond in this room. You're kind of almost getting like, the X-ray vision, the blueprint of this room, and you can
Mhm.
see that it is a larger looking vault room. You can see that there is like, because you kind of get like a ghostly image of stuff. So there is the image of some sort of material lying all about the floor in neatly stacked piles. You get some structures as well that might be chests, might be stone outcroppings, but that seem to be solid. Nothing seems to be moving from within. I will ask Proximus, did you have any interest in the axe that the Juggernaut left at your feet?
I was about to ask that too. I'm not gonna kick it for you. Sorry.
No, this is where we really need a Gale who can consume magic
Fair enough.
items. I don't. When I know that it's something from the hells, I don't.
Yeah, give off a different vibe from everything else, but yes,
Right.
definitely an item from the hells.
Because of the evil. Yeah. Could I smite it?
Smite a weapon? Sure.
Yeah, like I don't have any more spell slots. Yeah. Never mind.
You can press your foot so that it sinks into the mud.
Yeah. I would do that with the glaive actually, because I'd be like,
Cool.
yeah, Rasana would want this gone.
So if you're trying to get rid of the axe.
Do you want it?
No, but it looks like you're getting rid
Oh.
of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know really how this spell works because it doesn't say there's no concentration on the transmute rock spell, but it just says until dispelled. So like, how would you say? Can I just dispel it?
Oh, bury it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Would you say I can do that, Derek? Or would I need like a dispel magic spell?
Let's be rock.
I have
So
that
let's
if
take a look
you
real
want.
quick. We're gonna go to break here real quick as well once we determine this before you get to the next room. So until dispelled. So I'm gonna say that this is just mud until the magic of this magical mud is dispelled. So it is going to be a difficult terrain area until
But
some
dispelled
other
until I say this, until I say, hey, the spell ends, or would we need like a dispel magic, like a dispel magic spell?
It says dispelled, which tells me that it's not
Okay.
when you stop concentrating on it. It's that when somebody comes along to dispel the actual magic itself.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not when you
Okay.
end the spell, because that's other language.
I
That's
mean,
fine.
I can dispel magic just so we can be
If
buried.
you really want to, seriously.
If you want to.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know if it's that serious, but this in the wrong hands.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it.
Cool.
What are the chances that Winnie could turn little Jeffrey into like a magic eating device?
I mean,
Like an
he kind
extra,
of
like
is
a power
him?
source.
as a power source. He doesn't
For
consume power now. So
purposes.
do you really want to bring that mechanic into it?
I can we not think about this?
As like an
This
extra
is terrifying.
an extra bonus feature. Like to power his new systems.
This is a
that
bad
I'm working
idea.
on.
I feel like this is gonna come around to bite us in the
That's-
ass.
That's where we're going to take a break.
Okay.
as Eva and I scream at each other in the kitchen for yet another Horizons Call break. No.
Lovingly screaming.
Lovingly.
Only if we're all gently. It's fine.
Hold up 2 fingers if you're safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We leave the mic on just so everybody else can hear. No, as Eva sells me on this nonsense, we'll be back in about 10 to 15. Please take care of yourselves. Do the things, and we'll be back soon.
I forgot that's me. Sorry. We'll be back.
Vast and welcome back to Horizons Call, everybody. We are at the end of the dungeon, maybe. We'll see. As our crew have made it to the final locked door before them, having defeated the relentless juggernaut, the avatar of Ogden Ironback. A door stands before you, single keyhole. It appears you have the key. What would you like to do?
Do we want to use the key?
Might as well.
Hey, seems polite.
How are we going to keep the door open?
Yeah.
Should be my real question.
I can sit my ass down in the middle of it.
If only one of us had an immovable rod. Proximus, didn't you have an idea?
Well, I just wanted to see what was in there. So I was reading Scry over the break. And I've met the target. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
You've met Ogden. Yep.
So it'd be a wisdom 17 -5
For his roll, Derek.
Mhm.
You got muted, Michael.
I did.
There you go. Oh, there you go.
That's
Yeah, that
really
was weird when you
There you
said.
go.
Yeah.
Right. I hit the space
Well
bar, dummy. All right.
Mhm.
So I so -5 to his wisdom 17 saving throw, and I can cast a small invisible sensor so I can hear and see everything in the room where he's at.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. You go to cast a spell. And for I will roll for him, but we have something kind of weird happen. Also, I do want to point out that immovable rod is also a great name for a very fat kobold.
Dang
Okay.
it.
We just call him
Yes.
Rod where I'm from.
We just
but,
we just call him. We don't have to. He likes the fact that he's immovable.
Roderick. Yes.
For the briefest moment, you are able to create a scrying eye around Ogden. You are like kind of like just getting like shapes that turn into like they're refining themselves, almost like polygons refining themselves. You get color, and you can see a room that is dimly lit, almost from the floor, and there's a lot of reds and greens that you're picking up, and you can hear a voice that you know not to be Ogden's, a deeper, very stern sounding voice for a second, and then you hear that voice. You can't necessarily understand what it's saying, but you, because it's just visual, right? Are you getting auditory from Scrying Eye? I'm trying to remember Scrying Eye.
Yeah, both.
Both. Okay.
Mhm.
You hear that voice get agitated and almost get closer to where the scrying eye is, and then with a like blast of magical energy, it sounds like everything is just cut short.
So as I'm scrying, you see his purple eye is starting to glow a little bit, and then all of a sudden it like a blast, it flash white light. Well, this is what I know, but they obviously knew that I was trying to get information, and then I describe all that to everyone.
Yeah. You definitely get a room. You get a very ornate looking room. You could see Ogden. Ogden was like the shape of him, the shell, sitting at a desk, another figure, and then it all just kind of
He's
off.
definitely not alone.
Do we still have the mind link up?
Yeah, it's a 4-hour mind link.
Couldn't we have just watched in, like we had
Sure.
done with Acacia and
Oh, yeah,
Scarlet?
yeah.
Sure.
Hell
So I'll
yeah.
get that
yeah,
then.
yeah.
Wait, so
So you saw everything that I saw.
but
and
that's
everything that I
not
heard.
the room beyond this door.
We don't
You don't know.
know.
You haven't opened the door yet.
Oh, I thought he also looked through with his eye, and I thought,
The room could be bigger
I-
than 30 feet.
okay.
Yeah.
Keisha, do you have a good vibe memory of where the locate Ogden beacon was? Like, does this feel close?
Does it? Well, since I did that before, Derek.
Yeah, you had a really good survival check before. This does feel really close.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Okay, that's.
I don't
good.
have the spell prepared, so I can't do it again. But
No, that's fair. I understand. I get it.
I think we have all of the information that we are going to gather without moving forward. So
can I just walk up to the door and do a couple hard pounds and knocks on it?
Yeah. It kind of reverberates a little bit where you are in this otherwise stone hallway. You're pounding on a metal door that has these very ornate reinforcements. It's similar to the doors you saw in the very first room,
Mhm.
the very first entry that you came in through. So there was the mithril and the adamantine, and this has like mother of pearl inlay and a little bit of silver, and like the handles aren't like these. It's not a rough and tumble vault door that you're standing in front of. This is like a decorative door that would open to a manor. Like, it's reinforced, it's meant for defense, but there's a lot of if you were just to steal this door alone, you could probably buy a small boat with it.
And I think last thing I'll do is I'll also cast detect traps. Find traps, sorry.
Find traps. Yeah. I also apologize if you can hear the kitten.
Baby.
Yeah, she's
don't
out and
you
about.
ever apologize.
My baby girl.
just howling at life.
I don't hear her. Unfortunate.
Yes, you look for traps. I'm going to say that you definitely through on the other side of the door, you definitely detect that there are traps.
Line of sight.
Is it no traps behind on this side of the door?
Okay.
But I will give that to you since I said it. Traps on the other side of the door.
The door isn't trapped, folks, but there are traps on the other side, so we still need to be careful.
That
All right.
seems reasonable.
Do we want to put the key in, Scarlet?
I don't know what else we have to lose. Other than our lives.
Well, we knew that going in, so
Yeah, proceed with caution.
Same stuff to lose as always.
it's just kind of a fact of life at this point.
Yeah.
We're pirates.
Do we
I
want to not be right in front of the door? Like, we could use a little magical hand. We could use a little Jeffrey.
I do have unseen servant.
Mm-hmm. Or
Never
for
forget
free,
that the scariest thing to a D&D party will always be a closed door.
but
It's not the closed door itself, it's what's behind it.
yeah, the
Right.
door's fine. We know we're gonna open it, but mage hand's free, so
Yeah.
little Jeffrey's basically free.
Nice.
Oh, I do have mage hand as a cantrip.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Okay, yeah. I will step aside and let the mage hand do it.
Okay.
All right.
You all step to the side. brief aside, shout out to Mystic Dan for winning the Kentucky Derby. Guarantee there's a centaur somewhere in tomorrow's named Mystic Dan.
There is now, if not.
There is now.
Right.
Having stepped
He's
off
a
to the
line
side.
cook. It's a weird nickname for him, but
Yeah,
it's fine.
it's so great. Hey, even line cooks can do magic. Your mage hand is cast, holds the key, unlocks the door, and unlocks. Nothing happens. Opening the door.
Might as well.
Door opens. It swings to where there is enough room for all of you to make your way through. It's a rather large door.
Is there a keyhole on the other side?
No. No, I don't think so. But it is decorated the same way it would be on the other side. And there is almost a glow from the room. You can see where it's coming from, as there are just stacks and stacks of gold and jewels and treasure that just line the walls, almost like in piles. The coins are stacked about as high as they can get without toppling over and almost like reinforcing in on themselves. There are chests that also have jewels within them. There's, magical weapons, magical armor, things that just give off like a magical vibe to them. And the chandeliers that hang in here, that light is just glinting off of the gold in here to give it like this yellow light that almost streams like a beacon as the door is opened. And that is what you can see as you are all pressed up against the walls.
I would like to sit my ass literally right in the middle of the door. Like
Okay.
after everyone goes in.
Yeah.
So people would do they swing out or do they swing in?
They swing out.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit. So if the
It's not
doors-
the fire code. Yeah.
If the doors want to close, they need to move 1,000-pound centaur.
This door does not go to swing closed. And in fact, as you all enter, you can very clearly see an elevator, very similar to the one that took you down here in the first place, at the opposite end of this vault room. So you can see that there are several vault doors that line the walls, about 5 on each side. All of them are open. You can see that there are like piles of treasure within all of them as well. And then, like I said, there are also chests out here. There's barrels, there's boxes. Everything seems to contain, there's gold bars, silver, platinum, hell, electrum for some reason. There's rubies, there's diamonds, there's emeralds, there's sapphires, pearls, again, magical weapons, magical armor. Some of it is just like kind of piled in. Some of it is actually like has placement along the walls. You can see that there are like tapestries, there are fine paintings in here that line the walls as well. There's statues. There's a few things that are actually in cases that you can't necessarily identify just like looking at them, but their placement there. Things that look like fossils. There's bones. There's what you identify very clearly as dragon bones. Some other bones you can't really identify. There's, all of this could buy a country if you knew the person who was selling a country.
Okay.
Did Acacia tell us what Dad Note said?
Oh yeah, I would have told you what Dad Note said. I would have
Can-
told you.
Derek, can you remind me what the Dad Note said?
Ogden is charitable.
Okay.
Oh, right.
And it was Ogden is charitable. This is the last room.
What parts are crossed out?
Almost
Oh.
everything except for Ogden.
Oh.
Don't touch anything.
We are agreed that if he does turn out to be a jerk, like, we are taking something for our time and trouble, right?
We already know he is a jerk.
No, that's
We're
not
not
what I
taking
mean.
anything
No,
out of this room.
You're the one who's been like, Ogden isn't. No, you know what I mean. If Ogden is.
If he's
like,
ungrateful?
No, he's probably going to be ungrateful. But if he is hostile.
Well, I will note, little Jeffrey has like Abu from Aladdin eyes in here.
And
Oh,
also,
no.
I am holding his hand.
Yeah,
His
okay.
little
Can you
were-shark
put
hand.
them in his baby Bjorn, please?
He's got those
Two
like, little
rotating
snaps.
stars as eyes.
He needs a
don't even-
child leash.
I don't remember installing those stars.
Yeah.
This is getting out of control.
Self mods.
Did I tell you he started doing ooh eyes? It's really weird. No, but I mean, like, I'm just saying it wouldn't hurt to take something for our time and trouble. It absolutely could. But like, if for some reason he ends up no longer with the living,
Then we will do something at that point.
yes,
At that point, we're just taking Shackleberg.
yes. I don't understand why I somehow ended up on the opposite side of this when I've been like saying we should be nice to him this whole time. But that's neither here nor there. Onward.
I will take his entire ass island if I have to.
I think it's a good idea anyway, but that's not something you heard
Besides
me say.
the point.
What would be really nice is if we had a clue how many other rooms there were beyond this one. I like that Dad noted it is very helpful, but also not as helpful as could be.
Do you want me to stay here?
It's
Sit
not
my
a
ass,
criticism.
staying in the door just in case. Keep eye out.
I don't want to risk this door closing, so if not you, something.
I have no problems
Oh.
sitting here until you get back with the dragon turtleborn.
Proximus,
Yes.
when you were looking around the other room, were those giant statues that are all broken apart and stuff? Were they just statues? I squeaked a little too hard on that one. Like, could we just move like statue parts to block the door? Like hefty statue parts?
Probably.
Where'd big dude go? That blew a hole in the door in the wall.
Kool-Aid
Oh,
man,
yeah.
he's out.
No sign of him.
Disappeared.
Yeah.
Poof.
I think that would be better that way. If we get into trouble, we're all together. I don't mind spending a couple minutes to just haul some stone.
Yeah, again, the door is not threatening to close.
It doesn't
can-
have a keyhole on the inside, and this place is a giant, massive trap.
I'll stay here. I'll make sure we can. I can carry over like 1 or 2 large stones and sit my butt here, and I'll wait for you to get back. Mind link is still active. It'll be okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I can help.
So you're sending the 2 squishiest people ahead forward. Okay, great. Scarlet,
Oh, I
we got this.
I thought Proximus was going. I thought Proximus was just gonna help me move some rock.
I
then-
was just gonna move
Oh,
some rocks
okay.
so that we could
Yeah.
prop the door.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then I sit in between the propped doors.
Perfect. So the elevator's the only way out, right?
As far as you can see. Would you all like to do perception checks on anything?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Can I also do Arcana?
Sure. Well, I would say you can do one or the other.
Oh, well. I'll do Arcana if someone else is doing Perception.
19 perception.
Okay.
29 Arcana.
Okay. Scarlet, looking around the room, it's almost like parts of it are blinding where you're trying to look at the gold and like the light glinting off of it. It's just like there's mirrors in here too, and it's almost like the light is just it's so fucking bright in here. It's like the sun when it hits the snow. It's just it's so bright. And everything in here just seems so vibrant. And I think what Scarlet might find weird is she's been around people with money before, and people with money don't just like stack it. They don't just leave it out. Why are all
They
the
don't
vault
Scrooge
doors?
McDuck it.
They don't Scrooge McDuck it. Why are all the vault doors open? If they're opened, why didn't people take the stuff? I think that's maybe what's
Right.
running weird, Scarlet. The elevator on the other end seems pretty. Sorry, I also hit my space button. Seems pretty typical to what you guys experienced. Again, it has like the 2 buttons. It has enough space. It seems circular, but yeah.
Can I see the light source?
the light source is the chandeliers. There's chandeliers
Okay.
that are hanging throughout the vault here.
But it doesn't
And, like,
seem like
just-
anything magical.
No, it's just the fact that
Okay.
there's enough light in here that's glinting off of all these reflective
Okay.
surfaces. Winnie with a 29, that's a really high Arcana roll. Everything in here is bullshit. Like no detect magic needed. Like it's so bright in here that it almost takes you a second to realize that you're almost looking at a mirage. Like this is like AI art. Like the coins don't have definitive lines. They run into each other. There's so much here that it's overwhelming that you don't realize that you're standing in the middle of essentially an illusion.
Look, I don't want to be
There's like so many fingers
a
on
negative
a
Nelly.
hand.
Yeah.
But first of all, swords generally only have like one hilt. But also like coming from the other room where some of it tried to kill me before it disappeared, I don't think this is A, worth messing with, and B, going to do us any good at all.
It's the gorilla at the basketball game. You're paying attention to how many times the ball gets passed. You completely miss the gorilla. Your purse, pull out 5 coins, and just, are you setting them down nicely, or are you just dropping them on the floor?
No, I'll set them down nicely.
Okay. You go to make contact with as the gold literally makes contact with the stone floor beneath you. You all begin to feel a rumble. Winnie, all of you would watch as the center of the floor, where fortunately none of you were necessarily standing, begins to slide open, and a wide set of stairs is opened before you. Winnie, fortunately for you, as you return back to look at this, had not walked into the elevator as a giant boulder smashes it down and it goes plummeting into the abyss below.
Well, I don't think we'll be taking the elevator.
Good call, Scarlet. Good
I
call.
did something right.
Winnie would like to light a.
Damn.
Do I have any left? I don't think. She's going to dispel her rat in a bag, I guess, and light a. I guess just light a little rock or something, a little piece of trash. I will track one down if I have to, but and just
I have pebbles if you want a pebble.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Just take one of my rocks that I literally grabbed at the very beginning of like going down here.
Perfect, thank you. And she's gonna chuck it down the elevator shaft or hole. It depends if it's a real shaft that was booby trapped or not. I guess. And just curious to see how far it goes.
All the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom of the mountain.
Of what? The earth?
The mountain. So if you would be plummeting probably around 500 feet.
You'd be dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like fly would help you
because of the boulder would have killed me. Like I'm curious just how deep the hole goes.
Enough to die. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not my concern. Yeah. Okay. Oh, let's take the stairs. Is it lit?
Yeah. Yeah. It's actually giving off a like reddish light almost from the steps themselves. The stairs have this green carpeting on them, and then there's light which seems to be streaming almost from the floor on either side.
It's like safety lights at movie theaters.
I love it. Winnie's gonna walk the mage hand down it again.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like the thing.
Like the thing. Yeah, that's the new her new favorite thing to do is just test everything with mage hand.
Can I yell back at Acacia and be like, "We're going downstairs. You can come with us. Probably fine."
Don't take the elevator. It's gone. And we're not on it.
You sure? Do you want me to leave the door as is?
Yeah, I think we're okay.
All right. I'll get my butt up and I'll
If
start
not-
trotting after.
What are you gonna do? Just live down here by yourself? Better for us all to die together.
Yes.
Okay.
Or live together. I'd rather live
I will
together.
take up the rear.
Stairway is about 10 feet wide, and it's only a short distance down where you can see that there's a larger archway with more red light kind of streaming out of it. What order are we walking? Acacia is in the rear. Who's in the front?
Winnie's Mage Hand.
Winnie's
Winnie's
mage
mage
hand, and Winnie will be, I guess, behind it. And little Jeffrey can be free to float behind me if he's not distracted by, golden jewels.
All right. If you will reference your Roll20 map, you will be coming in from the north.
I love Ogden's little token.
His little pirate turtle.
Yeah.
Thank Canva for that. It just gave me a turtle face and then an eye patch and a pirate hat.
Like, look at it.
So we'll have these double doors here at the top. Be a single door for our purposes. So you will be coming in right up here at the top. And you can see that the carpet kind of splays out to separate out and have a red carpet streaming down the center. The green almost turns into this green tile, which has these images just kind of inlaid into almost this marble-esque tile. At the far end of this room, you can see Ogden sitting at a desk. He seems to be writing something, but you notice even from the distance where you're at, there is a shackle on the wrist of his clawed arm. And standing at the desk facing him, turning as you all enter, is an Imperial dressed in a level of finery. In fact, an Imperial that I believe Proximus and Acacia might have seen not very long ago, sitting at the head of the table in the dining space. And here he is, dressed in decorative armor, with
Emphasis on decorative.
purposeful, but this is probably not somebody whose armor gets tested a lot, is the way that I'll put it. He's often not at the front of the battle. Older human gentleman, and he turns to see all of you as you walk in. You all didn't die. Disappointing. Well, you've made it this far. Just sad to say it's all for naught. This is the end of the road. So you have two options, as I see it here. You can lay down your arms and armor and come quietly, or I can return a hero of the Empire with your corpses.
I'm
Makes no
sure you
difference to
can
me.
ask Ogden, who is, right there with you, if Scarlet Shores has ever gone quietly.
I had hoped that would be your answer.
Hey, Derek.
Yeah.
Can I reactivate my psionic whispers ability, please?
Oh,
And I would
please.
like to put.
If it were whiskers, it would be even better.
Yes.
Yes, we do either.
I'm gonna-
I was just gonna say.
I'm gonna redo it, and I'm gonna have our party plus Ogden in it.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
It's gonna be 4 hours again.
He puts a hand to his chest and he says, "My name is General Crixus Vinculus. I'm the man responsible for your deaths. I hope that your last thought will be my name. Be truly an honor."
I already don't remember it, so.
Is that the common spelling there?
We'll roll for initiative, smartasses.
While everyone's being a smartass, can I be like, in the minds, like including everyone, including Ogden? Yo, what do we need to know about this ass wipe?
Let me get some people placed on the board here, and while I am doing that, you will see that there are vault doors all along the side, And as he gives the command word, you will see that out of those open vault doors are going to come knights and imperial mages.
Love that.
Rude.
I would like. Is there a obvious difference between the mages and the knights for token wise, Derek?
Yes. So the knights are the ones that have the helmet. The mages will be closer to Ogden. They are the ones with the magical sunburst and the white fist.
Thank you.
The red
That is an evil laugh.
the red rectangles here are all like display cases that are otherwise empty. So they will give half cover. And we're going to get music shifted over here in just a second.
Can you
This
also move Acacia into the room?
for sure.
Thank you.
This place right here is an open doorway, but it is a doorway nonetheless. So these two walls will otherwise kind of block things out. So if you would like to move up a little bit, you absolutely can. Like you can kind of occupy this. The circles are pillars, so you can get full cover if you were hiding behind those. And if you have questions about anything else in the room, please just let me know. Let me get Acacia on the board here. And Ogden just kind of is surprised, I think, to hear all of your voices in his
Surprise.
head. And he will go, he has knights, he has mages, he's looking to kill all of you.
You tell us something we don't know.
I brought your hat.
What did you say, Woody?
I brought your hat.
You brought his hat.
I'll give it to you in just a minute. We just gotta take care of this trash real quick. Does the big bossy one, what do we need to know about him? Like Scarlet had said.
Acacia.
He's
Like Acacia said.
he's going to command his forces, but he's not any stronger necessarily than any of them. He's probably going to hold back, so I would target him first because he's going to be the head of the snake. There are no traps in here. There's also nothing of any material value, so destroy it whatever you need to. And don't kill me.
Hey, that was actually pretty useful. Thanks.
Mhm.
We've got snacks too. I don't know if they've been feeding you, but we've got snacks.
Did we have a short rest or no?
Could we please have at least had a short rest? Because with everyone so injured, we talked about it and then
We kind of like went like past it. Like we kind of just like
Yeah.
floated through it.
You all can take a short rest. That's fine.
thank you.
My wild shape is back.
Yeah. We go back
desperately
to the
wanted a
camp
long one, but
and talk shit about
I-
this guy.
I was
Yeah,
prepped
yeah.
if you all had a long one, honestly. I was there was going to be an Imperial that was like come looking for you all.
I was gonna say
What's taking
yeah,
so long?
something would have happened.
All right. Let's see. I don't know if I have Imperial battle music.
Ah.
Nah, it's too late.
Eat it.
There we-
That's too light.
Proxy, what's your initiative?
Oh, dirty 20. Sorry.
All right. So let me get a couple more rolls here. Thank you, Eva, for compiling all of those. For the knights, that is going to be just a 9. For the general, that is going to be a
I wish I got spells
loading
back.
thing. What is that? 14 plus 2, 17 for the general, and for the mages, that is there we go. A 14 for the mages. So let's do. So it's going to be Winnie, Proximus, General, Mage, Knight, Scarlet. Cool. Winnie, it is your turn. You're up first. What would you like to do?
Wait, where's Acacia in that?
Where's Acacia in that? Acacia. 16. You are
I
before
was like, I know I
the
typed that out.
after the knights. I'm sorry, after the mages. Sorry, that's too many things. There we go. And
Wait, what did the mages get?
17.
Oh, okay.
Cool. There we go. Sorry about that. Winnie, you were up first. What would you like to do?
Something silly for 200, Alex.
Something silly. What is brown and sticky?
I regret saying that.
I'm sorry, the answer you were looking for was a stick. What is a stick?
Yep. Okay.
You do an excellent Alex Trebek.
It's true. How tall, how high is this room?
Ceiling.
Yeah.
We'll say probably 15 feet with the chandeliers.
Okay.
This group is super high.
So high right
Yeah,
now.
they've been
So high.
so high, bruh.
So high. Ooh.
Y'all look at the clock and see it's 4:20. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Winnie is going to whisper "Blaze it" as she taps little Jeffrey, who poof disappears. Oh, that's depressing. And he is going to move. Oh, sorry. He's gonna move there. And I am going to. Okay, so these first two are behind like a little half wall, right?
It's a full wall.
Well, I
So
meant,
again,
like,
the
it doesn't come all
doorway
the way
is just
across.
this 15-foot space that goes across.
Yeah.
It like the center of that 15-foot space being right here.
But the doors are open.
The doors are open.
Okay. Okay. I think just for some cover, Winnie's going to shoot her little crossbow at that first one.
Okay.
And I just need to make sure that's somewhat visible on the stream. And that's going to be disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or I think what's
You said half cover or 3/4?
let's call it half, so they will have a +2 bonus to their AC. So it's not going to be at disadvantage. They'll just have it's a higher AC to hit.
Okay. That's good. I had 19 without disadvantage.
19 does not hit.
Okay. Can I see if it was a mage or a knight?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you will be able to tell everything that's on the map. There's nothing that's necessarily like hidden. When he would have been able to see into the room and see that there are mages and knights, and this is full plate armor. Like these guys are not like they're not marching anywhere.
I desperately need to know if the mage has that high AC. Just
no. So
mages.
these guys are full plate armor. The mages are wearing a mixture of light armor and robes. But you would note that the knights have shields on their backs. They have heavy crossbows and they have long swords. So that is what they are all armed with. They are all wearing very identical looking armor with their battalion symbol on it of the 444th.
That's fair. The 444th, we know them.
Their legion number, I should say.
Well, Winnie doesn't. The only other thing I want to do is, I guess, move here. I want to be like as far behind cover as possible. And in the mind link, hey, Ogden, I know why we're here. Is there anything, is it just like your shackle? Like, are you okay? Is there anything preventing you from acting should the opportunity arise?
I'm unarmed, surrounded by enemies, malnourished, or malnourished.
You poor
Yeah.
thing, you can barely speak. It's okay. I've got
And annoyed.
well, sure, aren't we all? It's been a long day. I've got your pistol for you. And a dagger, I guess.
Thank you. Do you know how to use it?
No, that's why I'm giving it to you. Eventually, just like be ready, okay?
Oh, all right. Do you have any additional shot?
You didn't leave yourself any. Unless you did, in which case I took everything that was in that box, so probably.
I see you took my last resort pistol.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's why there's only one shot. Okay, I get it. Well, look, you're the one that stocked that
Whoopsie.
box, and I brought it for you. So, I don't know. Do your best with what you've got. That's all any of us can do.
Just do your best, Ogden.
Dude, do your
All
best
right.
or die anyway. That's what it boils down to.
Live,
Proximus,
laugh,
it
love,
is
Ogden.
your turn.
Thanks, you
Triple
guys.
L, buddy.
Okay, I am going to move my 40 feet. That should put me at line of sight 110 feet from the
From the general. Yep.
general. I am going to use my last third level spell.
He just wants to hang out with Shaquille O'Neal and give you terrible car insurance.
Thank you.
The general. And
Got a big mustache and can't see his eyes, and he's got a helmet over it.
Drakon setting and cast vortex warp, and that is a 18 Constitution saving throw for him.
Okay. One of the mages will counterspell.
As they do.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, we're all right. Don't read if you're Derek. Okay, so yeah, that's I'm gonna move. Smokey will move up to the doorway because he can 50 feet is his movement.
Oh yeah, let me give you a Smokey Joe there. I think this is right. No, that's not right.
Yeah,
This is
50.
right.
So he'll move 100 feet up to the doorway.
Okay.
If he can chomp on one of those sentries at the door.
Sure. Let's pop him right there. All right.
Yeah.
Make him
Give a
big.
chomp. Chomp. I'm going to do a chomp roll.
Chomp Smoke.
18.
An
hit.
18. An 18 just hits.
Ooh, good to know. That is 15 points. No, 13 points of damage, piercing damage.
All right.
And then can they do a DC 13 strength
For sure.
saving throw?
Okay, so let me go back to my knight here. DC 13 strength.
Yeah.
That is a failure.
He pulls him to the ground, knocked prone.
All right. We'll say this guy is prone. Very nice. Anything else for your turn?
That's it.
Well, what's a good symbol for prone? That one looks like back pain. I'm not sure what that one. Let's use the back pain one. What is that supposed to be?
That actually feels
That's-
accurate.
It says
That's-
back pain. Okay, it's the literal icon for back pain. Sure.
Michael's token gets that every morning.
Living
Just
out
getting
our
out of
real-time
bed. Oh
fantasies.
no, I have a condition. Okay, it is General Crixus's turn. Let's badass. Let's see here. Okay, so blah, blah, blah. Okay, he is going to pull a heavy crossbow of his own, and he is going to aim for Spooky Joe. Or Smokey, I should say. Different entities altogether. So with the crossbow hit, that is 11 plus 2. That's only a 13. I'm not sure that's going to hit. No, that does not hit a direwolf's AC. So he is going
14.
to 14. Yeah, so he is going to miss with that. Let's see. So he does get 2 of those. I'll give him one more shot here. Nope, that is just a 5, so that does miss. Okay, so well, that is it for his turn. Next up are the mages. So I want to get rid of that. Let's do mages. Okay. Let's see. I am going. How many mages do I have? I have
4.
That's too many. We're gonna do. They had budget cuts. We have 2 mages. We're going to move them forward. Let's see. What is range? So 85 to Acacia. So beautiful. I will get a dexterity save from what is the area on that? It's 20 feet. So dexterity save from Acacia, Proximus, Winnie, and Scarlet. I think I'm gonna have. Yep, I will get all 4 of you in on this.
17.
Okay.
This is a dex one.
It is a dexterity saving
You get
throw of
plus 5 for
14.
me.
23.
22.
Wait, am I within 5 feet of you? Oh, I
10
am.
10
I
feet.
am. Okay. I got 22 then. Sorry.
Oh yeah, that's more if I'm close to Proximus.
And I get an 8.
I don't think
Okay.
I don't think you're within range, Eva. You're just
an-
outside of it.
It's a
That's
natural
fair.
1.
Oh no.
Oh,
All right.
With a plus
so
8.
I cannot help you.
No,
The
we're all
first
good.
mage is going to cast
This is a
Fireball.
reminder of
So
4
if you got
advantages to Michael.
Yes,
oh yeah,
please-
I
please
do
send
have.
your advantages.
Yeah, let me take one of my advantages. Yeah. Not
Oh,
much
yeah.
better, but 17.
17. Okay. So if you got past a 14, you were going to take 15 points of fire damage. If you got lower than a 14, you're going to take 30. And then the second mage is let's see. 60-foot cut. No, not just yet. Second mage is going to cast mage armor on himself, having seen the unfortunate, not as good effect of the fireball. They'll save the rest of their stuff for later. So the other one will do mage armor, and with that, we're going to move on to Acacia. It is your turn.
Doing some measuring. Okay, so Acacia's actually going to take out I don't think I've used it in front of all of you yet. I'm taking out a flute. And it's like pretty and carved and it's silver, and I'm actually gonna start playing it. Anyone who can see me playing it does see me playing it like a normal speed, but the sound that comes out of it is like in slow motion. And Derek, I want to cast slow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ping the map because it's a 40-foot cube.
Okay.
So, can you actually see me make the
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, I can see you.
Okay, so I'm starting at this guy right here.
Okay.
I'm going here.
Yep.
Going down. So I'm basically gonna hit both of the mages and
Mhm.
4 of the guys.
For the knights. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What's the save?
The save is, oh god, this is part of my magic item, so I gotta check. I don't know if we decided on a saving throw for it, but
We'll just use whatever your natural saving throw is.
Okay, so for me, it is going to be a wisdom saving throw DC 17.
17. Okay. Let me do so let's see. The knights have a +0. The mages have a +1. So let's see what we got here. Let's do the 4 knights. That's a 5. That's a 9. That's an 11. That's another 9. So all 4 knights. Let's check the mages. That's only a 6. And that's a 4. Failures
Okay.
on all of them.
So
Dang.
basically, they all take a -2 AC, and -2 AC and 2 dexterity saving throws. They can't use reactions. It can only use an action or a bonus action, not both. It cannot make more than 1 melee or ranged attack during its turn. And if the creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, roll a d20. On an 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn, and the creature must use its action on that turn to complete the spell. If it can't, the spell is wasted. A creature affected by the spell makes another wisdom saving throw at the end of its turn. On a successful save, the effect ends for it.
Okay.
And
Dang.
I'm also going to initiate one of my wild shapes again. And
Mhm.
instead of the one that does like little pew pew attacks, I'm actually going to do a different one, which is the sign of the dragon. So when I make con saving throws to maintain concentration on a spell, if I roll a 9 or lower, it is actually a 10 minimum. So
Amazing. All right. That is a pretty heavy turn considering you've just taken counterspell off the board.
Right.
I'm
all
also
right.
gonna move
Yeah.
a little bit. I have a 40-foot move speed. I think I'm just gonna go up behind this, up near little Jeffrey over here, so I'm under partial cover.
You got it.
The goal was getting counterspell off the board. Let's fucking go.
Okay. With that, it is the knights' turns. So, I am going to have the knights kind of group up on Smokey here, but also, at least the ones right in here are going to see if they can get their movement to try to stack up a little bit. Otherwise, the rest of them are going to try to. Well, they can't really do much else, so I guess they're just going to move out and try to stack up and ready their shots. These number of them being slowed.
Oh wait,
Here.
sorry.
Yeah.
I can only alter up to 6 creatures. So I'm gonna focus on. It was the 2 mages.
3, 4, 5.
Was it total of 6 that I did?
You got 3. You got 6. 6 exactly.
Oh, okay, perfect. Then I got
Yeah.
6. Never mind.
Yeah, very nice. Okay. Put this guy right here. And right here. Okay. So
Put a snail image on them.
yeah, I think that's the slow symbol. Okay. So we're gonna have I have one guy that's prone. I'm going to have him at least get up. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do essentially 12 d20 attacks. Okay, so what do I need? Knights have a +5 to hit. Smokey has a 14, so I need at least a 9. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes, one of them being a nat 20. And then let's do 2d6. So that's 14d6. Okay. That is 47, 53. And then I need to plus all the stuff. So 53 plus.
At 37, you Smokey's
Okay.
gone.
So they basically just gang up on Smokey and take their blades to the eelhound, just smoke.
He just like disintegrates into like a oily ink and drops to the floor and then turns into their shadows.
Okay. We'll get Smokey out of the way then. Who else can I hit? I got Proximus and Scarlet. So let's see. I've got movie right there. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 attacks between Scarlet and Proximus. So I will divvy those up: 5 at Proximus, 4 at Scarlet. These are heavy crossbow attacks. And let's see. This is a +2 to hit. So where's my thing here? Okay, so that's 9, 3, 19, 20, 25, 7, 7, 11. So I only have 3 that can actually hit. So I will spread those out again. Same differentiation, 2 going to Proximus, 1 going to Scarlet. So Proximus, you are going to take. Let's see. And that's that's right. They don't have any plus to dexterity. So, Proximus, you are just going to take 11 points of piercing damage. Scarlet, you are just going to take 8 points of piercing damage from the heavy crossbows. Otherwise, it's like they're not looking to really aim. They're just hoping that with enough of a volley, they're going to hit something. So the bolts are just flying wildly around you. You catch an errant one in the shoulder. Proximus, a couple of them, ding off of your armor. A couple of them hit a couple of soft spots, but otherwise, not a ton of damage to either of you. That is it for the knight's turn. Scarlet, it is your turn.
Okay. Oh yeah, we're definitely good. I would like to cast a dimension door and go all the way to behind where Ogden is, please.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that is my entire action. So I can't do much other than that. But
Okay.
unless you will let me throw a dagger towards Ogden as not to harm, but to assist.
I won't let you throw a dagger, but if you would like to roll stealth to see if anyone notices that you have just
Ooh.
appeared on the other side, because
Okay.
everyone is facing the other way, where a whole bunch of crossbow bolts just got fired and a fireball went off. So
Mhm.
you've kind of got a little bit of chaos to hide in. The general might not hear you come through.
If this is ever a time that I need a fucking nat 20. I'll take the 19. 19 plus 3, 22.
I'm gonna give
Okay.
you a. Is he rolling perception? Are you rolling perception for him, Derek?
I'm just going to use his passive, and he has a
Oh.
passive of 15.
Oh, perfect. Then I'm not gonna use my wheel.
Okay.
Cool.
With that, we are back to top of the order. Yes, with Witty.
Hi, hello, it's me. Little Jeffrey is gonna. I don't know how to navigate this wall, but I think he's just gonna go right there.
Okay.
Actually,
That will get 1 reaction attack.
even though he's invisible.
Oh, I forgot you made him invisible. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
okay, I
Let
was
me
like-
let me give him a condition token so I don't forget.
I thought he had one on him.
I don't see one. I will give him the ninja token.
Oh, I see. Oh, it must just be his little fin. I don't have my glasses on. You're lucky I'm moving the right token.
Never have your glasses.
Why is August
That's my
moving
secret
around
cap.
Yeah, because I can't do what I really want to do. And, I guess for distraction. Oh, let's go. I take it back. I'm not going to move the token, but before he goes, I'm going to cast haste on him. Which means he is now going to go. I like how I measure and then completely forget where he is. He's gonna go here.
Mayor, I will also note that one of the knights did succeed on the roll at the end of their turn. I forgot to
Okay,
actually
that's fine.
verbalize that. Yeah, but
But-
2 of them are still slowed.
Is this
Wait, because no,
Actually, I'm
4
sorry. Yes, I didn't roll for the 4th. I forgot about the 4th. Also still slowed.
Cool beans. Love that.
I immediately figure out what these 2 tokens mean. The 2 black and white ones. He's like, this is a reasonable place for him to go, right? Like, those are just conditions.
Black and white? What black and white? Which tokens are you talking about?
There's not tokens. I still had him selected, so it was like the wheel of.
Okay.
Ignore me. He's fine. I cast haste. He has
Okay.
moved, and I think I will give Acacia. I feel like Proximus is going to do some running in. I'm going to give Proximus Bardic Inspiration, unless Acacia really, really wants it.
I'm good.
And I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay. Cool. So, let's see here. Wish I could put their hit points on them in an easy way, but I don't think I can. Anyway, okay. With that, then, Proximus is your turn. We'll get through this turn order, and then we'll probably take a break for this week.
Okay, so as a bonus action, I am going to use my Aura of the Infinite Seas, the encased in a incorporeal rib cage. Acacia, you would get. I think Acacia and Winnie would also get 7 temporary hit points. Sorry, that was a bad roll.
Love that. Anything helps.
And then I am going to move. Let's see. I'll just levitate like 5 feet from the ground, but move to this first little knight here. Let me get the knight that was already knocked to the floor.
Mm-hmm. He has stood back up. Just
right.
I'm,
Yeah.
Taking that condition off of him, but
the
back to him.
I will slice him.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That absolutely hits.
And that is 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Is that right? No. 14, I'm sorry.
14. Okay.
Still up and everything?
Still up.
I'm going to take another swipe at him. That's 29 to hit.
Absolutely.
And that's an 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Still up, but just barely.
Sheesh mageesh. And that's my turn.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. Then it is the general's turn. The general. Let's see. Let me pull him up here. Okay. Let's see. He's going to fire a couple more heavy crossbow bolts. This time, I think Proximus, you are the main target, as you have kind of stepped forward a little bit there. And I apologize. I gave him a +2 last time. Actually, there's a +7 on his ranged attacks. I was looking at the knight, unfortunately. So that is a 22, and that is a 14. So Proximus, you're only going to take 6 points. No, that can't be right. I'm sorry, 1d10. So where's my 1d10? 13 points of piercing damage to Proximus. And that is all he has for his turn. We're moving on then to the mages, who are both still slowed. Let's see here. Where's my battle map? There we go. Let's see. Y'all spread out like jerks. Okay. So they can only do one thing. The first mage is going to cast. Actually, I'm gonna have them both cast magic missile at Proximus.
Roll a d20 for both of them.
Yes.
11 or higher, it doesn't take effect till next turn.
Okay, that's a 9. That's a 15. So one will not take effect until the next turn. So
and they have to use their action to complete the spell.
Correct. Okay, so Proximus, we're doing just a first level magic missile. We're doing 3d4 plus 1. So you're just going to take 8 points of magical piercing damage. And these are like the most boring, mundane magic missiles you've ever seen. There's no flavor to them whatsoever. This is like textbook magic missile.
How utilitarian.
Yeah, it really is. It's just it's depressing, really. Okay. At that point, Acacia, well, I'm gonna have them see if they can break this. One rolled an 18, one only rolled a 10. So I will have the one on the left break free. The other one on the right will maintain their slowness. And Acacia, it is your turn.
Winnie, Eva, how much hit points does Jeffrey have?
I hate that question. 27.
What's 12? So okay, he has enough
And he has an
ability.
AC of 22 at the moment.
Well, how's his dex save?
He has a weird dex thing. He gets half damage.
Derek, can I argue that Jeffrey, for the spell I'm about to cast, Erupting Earth, he gets advantage 1 because he's flying, and 2, I want to give him a heads up.
He's absolutely flying.
If
he would be able to.
Fails, he only takes half damage. So if he would take full damage, he takes half damage. If he would take half damage, he takes no damage. So yeah.
Okay.
This is yes.
So I will give him advantage on the roll.
Yeah.
Cool. Jeffrey, watch out! And I'm gonna cast Erupting Earth in a 20-foot cube. So basically, if you look where it is, it's gonna be this cube right here. I'm trying to get all of those folks. So they need to make a DC 17 Dex saving throw. Anyone who is slowed gets a -2 to the roll.
17. Okay. Yeah.
They also, the area becomes difficult terrain until cleared. And you have to do that by hand because I'm literally blowing up the ground.
Fail.
Did you say it was 17?
Fail. Yes.
DC 17.
Okay. He will pass because I'm going to give him that thing that I always say.
Inspiring the
plus
thingy.
5. Flash of Genius.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's good.
I want to make
15,
a
so
shape,
close.
but I don't want it to be
A dick. Please don't draw a dick on the screen.
No, thank you, darling. No, because my problem is that when I draw something,
need that reminder.
It's under the GM. Oh, Eva, are you able to draw a rectangle on the?
Didn't you just
screen?
do it? I don't know, maybe. I apologize to everyone who's about to witness this. Where is it?
So you're gonna start at the top left knight right here.
Okay.
And you're going to go to you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, because it's 20 feet, right? Or is it 25?
Yeah. 20 foot. It's a 20.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. So you're going to go 4 over and then 4 down.
Can you see it?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that's where
Yes. So you're going to get all just
it's
wonder if I can make it one bigger. There we go. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Because if I were to do that, it blocks out the screen. You can't see anything. Okay. Everyone failed except for the one mage on the bottom left who just broke their slow. Otherwise, failures across the board.
Cool.
That's maybe the downside of a phalanx maneuver with magic.
So that's a 19 damage. Bludgeoning, I think.
Okay. Cool. So we're going to subtract 19 all across the board.
So I'm also gonna just start charging too. I want to try and barrel through people and get as close as I can to the assholes at the end. So if I move here, I'm going to move 10 feet this way. And then I'm going to go 7, because I'm going to use my bonus action to dash
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like right about here. I don't know if you'll let me try and shove people over and knock them prone if I can try and get there, but
If you can knock them prone, I will say that they do not get a reaction, like an attack of opportunity on you.
cool.
Mhm.
Would you like me to roll to do this?
Imagine
You have
Acacia.
a charge attack, right?
I can only do the attack if I the charge attack is if you move at least 30 feet towards a target and then hit with a melee weapon attack on the same turn, then you can make a hooves attack as a bonus action. So
Huge Acacia, huge Acacia.
Okay. So if you are looking to,
Oh, balls.
they either get trampled or they move because I am much larger than them.
right, well, they can
Yeah.
absolutely, like, if you're moving through the space of another
Oh, yeah,
creature,
yeah.
So we can do this one of two ways. We can basically say you're going to do a hooves attack against all the ones you're going to push through, and they will take, it'll be at disadvantage because you're pushing through multiple. Or we could also do this as a shove, so it'd be an athletics check, but again at disadvantage because you're pushing through multiple. And then for every one that you succeed on, that you will not take an attack of opportunity.
You said it's either athletics or a hooves attack at disadvantage for both of them.
Correct. Yeah. For how many you're kind of like looking to knock down, because otherwise you're looking to take. I mean,
No, that's fine. I just want to make sure I had it right.
Yeah, 'cause at least for quite a few.
Okay, so how many
attacks
do I need to
opportunity.
roll? Because I'm gonna roll hooves at disadvantage.
So you're trying to end up right where your token is right now.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say on the smarter side, 7. Let's say 7 in total.
So I'll let you know in just a second.
You're all good.
So nat 1, 14. Nat 1, 21.
Okay.
15. I got 2 more. 15. 16. That was 7.
Okay. So it sounds like you only got really one above 18 on all of that, the 21.
Did I hit any of the slow ones?
Let's see. Let's looking at the board here. You would have hit one of the slow ones, so I will say out of all of them, you were able to knock down 2. So I will give the prone condition to, let's give back pain to a couple of them here. We'll give back pain to you as well. Slowed and back pain. Okay. And technically that one couldn't give an attack of opportunity anyway. But that one you did knock prone. Otherwise, you are going to take 1, 2, 3, 5 attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
So
Could I have
that
also
is
pulled out my shield at this point too?
for sure.
Bashing them away.
Absolutely. So 5 attacks of opportunity. Only 3 are actually going to hit. Even with
so I have AC 19, not 17.
So AC 19.
I just updated
yes,
it.
because that's a 2 16s and a 17, and I have a +5. So you are going to just take 66. 16, it's a +3, so 66 to +19 or +9. So that's 23 points of slashing damage as
Total.
they draw total as they draw their blades as you run by.
69 hit points. Nice.
Nice. Cool. And yes, otherwise you have pushed your way almost to the front. Anything else for your turn?
No.
Okay. With that, it is the knight's turns.
Can you tell me
Yes.
what the what the individual damages were? Because I have to roll concentration.
Sure. The individual damages, let's see. It was, so we had 2d6. So the first one was 10 points. The second one was 5. And the third one was 8.
I'm gonna auto succeed on all of those because I automatically roll a 10 if I.
Perfect.
I'm fine. I don't lose concentration.
Absolutely. Okay. Cool. I am just making sure this is the problem. I'm trying to keep track of everybody's hit points. There we go. Okay, so knights' turns. Knights are going to well, these are all going to gang up on Proximus. So this guy's going to get up. He will get rid of his prone condition, and they're going to take some slashes at old Proxy here. So it's all gang up. All right. So what is that? It's 1, 2, 3, so 6. Right. Actually, I'm sorry, that's going to have to be 12 because they have 2 attacks each. So Proximus with a +5 to their attacks, and you have an AC of
19.
19. Fail, hit. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 hits and 2 nat 20s on top of that. So 6 hits in total. Let's do the great sword 2d6. So we're going to do 8d6. And those are all +3. So times 3 is 12. So Proximus, you're going to take 39 points from just the regular attacks. And then would be 4 of those, 24, and then so additional 30 from the nat 20s. And the other knights, because that's just that group, the rest of them here are going to turn about. This one getting up, and they're going to fire crossbow bolts at Acacia. Well, I guess I've got 2 that can go into melee with Acacia. So they will stand in front of you, very ill-advised. And then what I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they're going to, let's see. So again, 12d20. They do not get any bonuses to their attacks. And Acacia, your AC is
19.
19. Okay. No hits.
Hell yes. Thank
And
you,
then-
Proximus, for the shield.
We'll do the melee attacks here. Actually, because one of them can only attack once. There we go.
God, slow
Only
is a good idea.
one hit from that. So Acacia, you were just going to take 6 + 9 or +3, 13 points of slashing damage from one of the knight's
I hate
great
that.
swords, or long swords rather. Okay. I think at this point, with Acacia pushing forward the way that she has, there is a little bit of I think she would perceive it as fear or maybe frustration, something a mix akin to either of them in the face of the general. He is going to basically pound on his chest plate and emit this psionic energy from it, attempting to frighten you. If I get a DC Wisdom saving throw from you, please.
Me?
Yes, he is targeting you.
Does this affect humanoids, or what kind of ability is this?
It is just a frighten. It's a fear. So this is Warlord targets one creature it can see within how far are you? It says 50 feet. You're close enough, right?
Yeah, I should be close
Yeah.
enough.
If the target can see or hear it, the target must succeed on a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw or be frightened of the creature of the general until the end of the general's next turn.
All right, I'm gonna roll. I got a crit.
Perfect. Okay. So that psionic energy coming out at you is almost bounced right back at him and just kind of like washes over you like water over a rock. Fantastic. Okay. So let's see whose turn is it now. That is Scarlet. It is your turn.
Okay, cool. Neat. I have a plan for this. I've been debating. I would like to quietly move up just behind Ogden's chair.
Okay.
That might be too close. Yeah, that sounds like a good thing. I would like to cast lightning bolt at the angle that's not going to hit Ogden. It's going to be close. But I would like to hit the general and the unslowed mage.
Okay.
You hit this guy over here too?
Can I?
I don't know.
It's 100 feet.
It is 100 feet, but like angle wise.
Oh.
And
I think so.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if you can whisper to Ogden or use your mind thing to be like, hey, lean to the right.
Duck.
Use his shoulder to
Hit
brace
the
your
fucking
arm.
deck.
Yeah.
So I will give him advantage then on
Okay.
getting out of the way, but it's still a lightning bolt coming over your shoulder.
fucking
So-
shot his ass. Who cares?
Yeah.
I care. We're here to
Non-lethal,
save him.
non-lethal
We're here-
shocking
you can't
damage.
do
Yes.
non-lethal magic.
You know, that's what America's built on, is that non-lethal electric chair damage.
Before I cast it.
What is a taser? I mean, come on.
Yeah, what is a taser?
Before I cast
mean-
it, I do want to say behind to the general.
Okay.
Oh.
To the general or to Ogden?
Oh, to the general, because I would love to see his face
Turn around.
and cast it as he's turning around, so he doesn't really have time to.
Every now and
What
then.
is the DC?
18 dex.
Okay. Ogden just barely makes it with that advantage.
I mean, he still takes half damage, unfortunately.
He's still taking that half. Okay, so who are we all hitting? We are hitting the general, and we're hitting a mage and a knight.
Yes.
So
The unslowed mage and then the slowed knight.
yes,
That's just
The knight gets a -2 dex throws.
which is good.
Nice.
It rolled a 19, so that is the knight fails.
Nice.
The mage rolled a 12, but only has a +2. Let me roll
Hell
for
yeah.
the general here.
Fucked.
Roll the 2. I'm gonna use Indomitable, so it can reroll a saving throw, but it must use the new one. That is only a 14
Oh, bless.
plus
That's
3.
all
So
I
yeah,
hear all those
did
dice
not-
rolling noises. 34
He has-
damage.
Nice.
34 damage.
Nice.
Okay, so
Is that the same stat block as why can't I think of his name? Other captain.
Connery.
Connery. Yeah.
No, I am using Connery. I use champion.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, for Connery, I use a mix of champion and Leonin Iconoclast.
Mm.
It's a nice savory flavor that really goes together real well.
That's exactly
Pairs-
how honey talks
Pairs
about
well. Yeah. Pairs well with honey. Yeah.
Okay, the general takes a lightning bolt to the face. The mage, let's see, this is the one on the left. How much damage did you say?
34.
The mage is vaporized.
Hell yeah.
Good. Let's see it.
Taking its mage armor with it. Can I please make him go away? Thank you. Tot. No, go back.
Did.
There you go. And this slowed knight, who had already taken some damage. I'm sorry. Damage one more time. My brain is fucked.
34.
34. Okay. That knight is barely hanging on with 5 hit points. Okay. Cool. Ogden.
I would also, as a bonus action, like to summon Tiffany, the tentacle.
Of course.
She hasn't
What the
been out in a
fuck is
very long
Tiffany?
time. I would like to summon her close to the
I
general.
forgot you still had her.
I know, right?
Ogden. So Ogden has.
Ooh, when I create the tentacle, I can make a melee spell attack against one creature within 10 feet of it. So
Yes.
I can smack
Yes. he
general
deserves it.
with her creation. So yeah, 10 feet. Yeah, she's good. Tiffany's good.
Okay. Let me summon Tiffany.
I already
And
have her on
you do. Perfect.
I control her,
Uh,
remember?
I'd forgotten. You can make her bigger too. I think she's supposed to be size category large. Up to you. Ogden turns around and goes, "Oh!" As he's still like crackling a little bit with electricity, because you essentially halved his HP in one hit, even at half damage.
Look,
Um,
I'm sorry.
he is old. Okay. Cool. So with that, that's going to be where we stop today.
Well, Tiffany gets to take an attack.
Yeah, please, Tiffany, by all means, the floor is yours.
Let's go, Tiffany.
Well, she rolled a nat 1, so she didn't get shit.
Oh,
Okay,
son
Tiffany's a
of
little
Tiffany!
rusty. Tiffany's a little
That's all
rusty.
right. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hasn't been out in a
So
She
bit.
flails
Hasn't been out for a
enthusiastically.
while. Yeah.
Yeah.
She is 10 foot long, so if
Yes.
I need to make her bigger, I can.
Yeah. Here, I will embiggen Tiffany. There we go.
Bless, thank you.
There's just a tentacle at the front of the room now. Okay. So that is where we were going to end for tonight, as we've already gone a little over anyway. Thank you all so very much for joining us for another episode of Horizon's Call. We will likely be taking off next week, but stick to our socials, and we'll let you know a little bit more about that. One of us has to like go live a life and do fun, cool things in
I'm
real life.
sorry. Okay, it's
No,
worth
it's so
it. I'm
cool.
going to
It's
see
so worth
Sleep
it.
Token at Red
Yeah,
Rocks. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
Kayla's going to Colorado. Kayla's being an actual like human being with a life, like pretending to be a person who doesn't play D&D every week.
The life.
No, it's going to be awesome. We're super excited for Kayla. So I'll be back probably in 2 weeks. In the meantime, we'll have plenty of episodes that you can go and check out on our YouTube and here on Twitch. And I'll say more about that when it's my turn. But I want to let these lovely people say a little bit about themselves. First things first, I do owe you all a shanty, because this absolutely is the resolution of a black spot. It wouldn't be that easy just to get Ogden. Are you kidding me? No, of course I'm going to put an entire
Army.
the head of a legion that you're going to have to fight your way out of. So I owe you all a shanty when I get back. I'm going to make a note of that on my little hit point sheet with this really nice notepad that Kayla got me. It's just so great. Sea shanty ode. Nice. All right. I do want to say that if you like the stuff that we do here on Horizon's Call, on Sword and Key, you can show a little financial appreciation should you be willing and able, both those things being important together. And you can tip our cast and crew, all of whom are the same people you see right here. You can just do it through pally.gg. It's a wonderful tool that we found that evenly distributes anything that you are generous and able enough to tip, and it gets evenly split between us. It can impact our game. You can do crits, advantages, additional black spots. Now that I'm actually resolving some every now and then, it's been a bit hard to make the dungeon like deadlier and still fun with, you know what I mean? But here we are. So definitely consider that if you have, your taxes are coming back. Throw us a couple. It's great. Awesome. Let's go around, have these other people say a little bit about themselves. Then we'll talk a little bit more about some cool stuff you can get from us, some cool stuff you're going to be seeing in the near future from us, and then we'll let you go for the night. So, Mara, if you don't mind starting us out.
Can I just first say I can't wait till next session so I can see this general's reaction to when I summon 8 wolves around him.
He's got
Ready?
wolves. He's got a
If it
tentacle.
gets that far.
He's got a murderous mermaid who just wants him to be.
The worst
Nuts.
zoo.
Ready the Anubia tokens, please.
There's a tentacle. There's 8 loose wolves. It's like a zoo in Detroit.
Whose
Hi.
dogs
He
are
fucked
these?
around, so he's gonna find out.
But yeah, hey, hi, I'm Mare, they, she pronouns. Find me on all applicable social media at ArchmageDice. This is literally all that I'm doing right now. So just check us out in 2 weeks. I love all of you. Hugs, kisses.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mare. Next up, Eva.
Hi, Hi, hello. I'm Eva. You have seen me here today as Winnie. You will see me here, not next week, but the week after. Maybe as Winnie, but also doing other exciting things I think Derek will mention here shortly. I think I'm just here at the moment. If I'm not just here at the moment, maybe someone will message me and let me know, because that's all I got in my brain right now. But yeah, sometimes you can find me on Twitter. I don't know why you'd want to, but my socials are in the chat. So best of luck with my nonsense.
Really good way to say it, actually. Yeah, I'll look at the calendar because I don't remember all the stuff that you're doing. You're doing the stuff. Are you you're done on Nerdsmith?
Yes, that wrapped up. It was very good
Okay,
times. Cool. I died. Spoilers.
Neat. Next up, Mikyl.
Hi, sorry about the delay. Yeah, I am Mikyl, fam. I don't know why I'm stuttering. That's new for me. He, him pronouns. You can find me at Mikyl Sandoval at any social media, but Instagram I am most active on, other than the Sword and Key Discord channel, where I have a channel of just my art, and then I drop tidbits everywhere, and working on some new stuff for a new Sword and Key thing working on. So and I'm also exclusive to Sword and Key. I just pal around here with all my buddies. All the people I care about are here.
We're spoiled. It's not in his contract or anything. To be clear, he is allowed to come and go as he pleases.
Yeah, Mikyl definitely isn't Ogden like chained to his desk where we feed him every now and then when we remember to. Draw art, man. Draw.
Yes. You guys are getting fed?
Special thank you as always to Mikyl for the incredible artwork that you can see on this show, on many of our shows, our past shows, our upcoming shows. It's honestly one of the coolest things to see the stuff that he creates, and it's so just I will never not be in awe that he refuses my money. I still give it to him when I can. Like, trust this guy's a wedding coming up. If he doesn't think he's like, yeah, get out of here with that.
Can't wait for that wedding gift.
Right? So special thank you to Mikyl as always. Please
What
go
they
check
don't
out
know, what they don't know is they're all getting wedding gifts that I have made.
Just
So
money. Yeah,
there's gonna be physical plaques that they will get. Anyway, bye.
Envelopes of cash are around.
We're
Hold
getting
on,
married.
Dave and Buster's gift
Tokens.
cards. Yeah.
Please go check out Mykyl's artwork. Instagram is probably one of the best places since it's made for images. Mikyl Sandoval. Check it out. Last but not least, actually technically I'm last. I'm technically not least. But before that, Kaila. Penultimately not least.
Hi, hello. My name is Kaila. I have been your Siren Storm Sorcerer Scarlet Shores, and your sneaky murder mermaid for the evening. I am also a Sword and Key exclusive as of right now. And you can find me on all my socials. If you can't find it at KMC, spelled out, add an underscore, and you'll find me there.
Absolutely
If
fantastic.
you need anything from me in the next week, I will be making friendship bracelets.
There you go. That's where you'll find Kaila. Hey, if y'all could help me peer pressure Kaila and Mikyl into doing a joint art stream together, that'd be super great.
Please.
Mikyl is busy.
Yeah, I know. We're all busy.
We will let Mikyl not be busy, then we'll
For the wedding.
It would be lovely to have your
In the
art featured
fall.
here, whether you all want to do
Look, if
art
we
streams.
can plan a stream in the next month or so, we can do like a wedding planning stream together.
It'd be
Yes.
so cute.
After Michael gets,
It would
after
be
you all are both done
so
with your
stressful.
wedding planning nonsense.
So
Hi everybody, I've been your GM. I am Derek Sword. Yes, Sword is my real last name. Yes, it's awesome. No, you can't have it. I do use he, him pronouns. I have been so overjoyed to have you join us for yet another week of swashbuckling adventure here on Horizon's Call. I promised they'd almost get out of the dungeon, and almost only counts. And horseshoes and hand grenades. Which both of you kind of have in this party, thinking of Winnie and Acacia. That's weird. Okay, so looking at our calendar, you can find all of our stuff. Well, I'm doing this out of order. We're gonna back it up a little bit. If you don't want to find me personally on any social media, it's dsword16. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Check out Sword and Key. You can find Sword and Key social media at sword_and_key on Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky. The underscores are important. Otherwise, you can find all of our stuff in a nice, neat little package on beacons.ai/swordandkey, all one word. There you can find our discount codes. There you can find our access to our Discord server. You can find our charity campaigns that are ongoing. Everything's there. It's all neatly organized. It looks great. You can find all of our socials as well. But you can also find our calendar. And looking at the upcoming stuff, we will have Horizons Call, like I said, probably not next week, but every week after that, with exceptions as human life comes into play. Looking at tomorrow, we have the release of the next episode of Monster Crush, which is a podcast that I do with my friend LD. I do a number of projects with LD here on Sword and Key. Monster Crush is a podcast about cryptids, creatures, miscellaneous monsters, and how switchable they are. We have an upcoming Star Wars episode where LD analyzes some of the more monstrous alien species that Star Wars has to offer and how switchable they are. So definitely check that out for Revenge of the Fifth. Tomorrow is also part 2 of Trophy Dark Gift of the Sea. That is back after a little bit of a hiatus. Last week we aired a rerun of part 1, and on the 12th we will air part 3. So definitely check that out. 12th is also Mother's Day, so do keep that in mind. If you have a maternal figure in your life, you would like to get something, just set them up with Twitch and have them watch Trophy Dark Gift of the Sea part 3. Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific time, I do a streamed game night with my friends LD and Shadow, where we play Baldur's Gate 3 in Gate Night. We got 3 weird characters who are just gallivanting their way through the Forgotten Realms and trying not to mess up too bad. So we're just about to the Goblin Camp. It's gonna be real great. Super excited for it.
Save my girlfriend.
What? Oh yeah, your girlfriend. Yeah,
My girlfriend.
Yeah, Kaila has an unhealthy attraction to Minthara. That's neither here nor there.
Unhealthy. It's fine.
Yeah, she's a literal poison princess. It's fine. Minthara, not Kaila, but maybe. Anyway, we also do movie nights on our Discord server. We just did one last night for Star Wars. Our next one is going to be in 2 weeks on the 17th, where we were doing our monthly Ghibli movie marathon. We'll be watching Princess Mononoke, which I've actually seen before and really enjoyed. Let's see. On the 19th, we have the beginning of Public Access, Welcome Home. That is going to be a 4-part game. If you're not familiar with Public Access, it is kind of like a creepypasta-esque exploration. The characters are playing in 2004. Players are playing characters in 2004. So our Discord server has been full of every phone that we owned in like high school or college, and one of the players wasn't really, like, they were a toddler, but that's fine. It's fine. It doesn't make me feel old at all. That game is going to have Anik, Shadow, the very amazing Kit, and Mikyl. So please check that out. That, like I said, will be 4 weeks, so it's starting on the 19th. Part 2 is the 26th, part 3 being June 2nd, and then finalizing part 4 on the 9th. We will have even more stuff coming up. We're hoping to do some stuff for Pride Month. So check out our socials for that. We will have more movie nights coming up as well. We have more games returning. We are looking to bring back Humblewood, no longer with an Unwelcome Winter, but hopefully with a more explorative kind of storyline. So check that out in the near future. We will have more applications out as well. We post those on our Discord first, social media second. I think that's it for tonight. I should note that our discount codes, because I kind of mentioned this before, are great. You can use those for Eldritch Foundry if you're looking for custom minis, Greenleaf Geek Dice if you're looking for a new set of dice, and for the one who I need to actually memorize now, what's the name? Cosmetics? Wishbone Cosmetics. You can use code Sword and Key for Greenleaf Geek Dice and Eldritch Foundry. If you're going to Wishbone Cosmetics, please use code EVA, EVA, all caps. All of the codes will get you 10% off of your purchases. And Wish Women Cosmetics is one of the newer ones we've added. If you were not familiar, it is a UK-based, queer-owned, vegan-based cosmetics brand that does a lot of fantasy and sci-fi and all themed palettes for their makeup. So definitely check them out if you were in the market. We also have some charity campaigns that are out there as well. If you wanted to donate it all to the Palestine Children's Relief Fund, to Canine Companions for Independence, or to Conservation International or Living Arts. Those are all campaigns that we have out right now. Again, no incentives for this current show. Just great things to donate to if you're looking, again, for anything to do with your tax money. Thank you all. I'm done rambling. I'm done talking. We will see you all next week. We are going to be raiding Lost Caravan, which does have the very lovely Kit on it right now, who again will be in public access, and also Anna, who featured recently in our Eldritch Automata game. So go send some love over to Lost Caravan, and take care of yourselves. We'll be back in 2 weeks, perhaps sooner. Like I said, keep an eye on our Discord and our social medias. Fair winds follow the seas, brave mariners. Be good. Be kind.